And we're live.
On Just for Fun.
Good morning.
Really?
Yeah, I'm inner.
That's as much energy as you're putting into this?
No, that's my inner Drew coming out. You know, that's how he says when he calls.
You're sick.
What?
Anything to deal with the word inner and Drew in the same sentence, that would make you a child molester. Well, no, he's 21 now.
Yeah, I was about to say
that
he's
makes
21.
That makes you Woody Allen, though. No comment?
How them kidney stones?
Yeah.
Redneck stuff.
Yeah, me and Twilight are feeling sympathy for Steph, so we're going to go out in the backyard and pick up some pebbles and skip rocks over the water. We're going to be passing rocks, and she's trying to pass one, too.
Yeah, I hope it's just one.
I had a buddy who actually recently passed kidney stones, and he's like a big karate guy and all that. And normally those people can take pain.
Oh yeah.
I asked him. He was like shaking and all that. I was like, on a scale of what he's like, he said he had a pain in his lower abdomen. I said, scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? He goes a 9, and I was like, wow, you're probably one of the toughest people I know.
Oh
and
yeah.
You just said it's a 9.
And you know, it really kind of comes down to whose tolerance might be different than somebody else's.
Yeah,
like with me, I have nerve damage in my right leg. So when I went and said my leg's hurting, and as I'm trying to tell the doc, I'm like, and if I feel pain to the point it hurts and tells me to come see you, it's got to be bad. And he's like, it can't be that bad. And then he x-rays it and goes, oh my God, I need you to sit down. And he pops my knee and my ankle back in place, you know.
But I'm talking about a guy who almost every night goes to the dojo or wherever they
Right.
And takes kicks to the abdomen.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
No, but that's my point.
and
Though, if he's telling you, then it's bad.
Yeah.
You know, that was my whole point is, you know, because some people will say,
you're either
it's
giving
a
birth.
5. And I'm like, it's a thorn in your finger. It's a terrible 5.5, Scotty. It's a thorn, Stephanie. Could you just sit still? Just sit still. And
So, Steph.
she wants to say I've given childbirth. She was high and drinking moonshine. How bad could it have been? And I'm talking about just getting pregnant. Can you imagine when she was getting rid of the kid? What she was?
Yeah. So, Steph, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does it hurt or feel?
Well, right now it's probably about a 4.
Oh,
or 5.
you can come on.
Come on. I'm gonna have to play the Rocky theme song in the background. You can do it.
I mean, it's just right now. It's just the nausea.
Hold on, wait a second.
Because it's really bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go on. I got music for this.
Okay.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm just saying.
Ready?
Why are you gritting your teeth?
Because when I take a deep breath in, it hurts. Ha 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 ha.
So Steph woke up this morning
At 4:30.
with a severe cramp in her side.
Well, that's just it. When I lay on my right side, where it's
You're interrupting the monologue.
I don't
this is
care.
perfect.
When I lay on my right side, my whole right side goes numb.
Her life has been such a tragedy. She found out that the powder that was on the donuts was really cocaine. And then her father beat her as a small child and locked her up in a dog crate under the steps. Cut her hair.
Hey, that's better than most apartments that I've been trying to look for.
Wait,
So-
trying to look for?
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, you got to cheer up. God, we're loud all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I don't know. You muted me.
There we go. I think I bumped at something.
Stop crying.
I bumped it.
You'll
Yeah, but
be
I was
okay,
just picking
Steph.
because I'm like, Steph stepped it up a lot lately, and Tyler comes in last time, and she's like kind of sleepy. I'm like, oh my God, I was going to show off the new and improved Steph.
Yeah.
Then Tyler comes in this time, and she comes in the door, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's wrong? I'm like, is the JJ hurting?
Mm.
Is Aunt Flo visiting?
Is it that time?
Mm-mm.
Shark Week.
Listen to her. Mm-mm.
Shark Week here
No,
on
it's
Just for
just
Fun.
if I sit a certain way, it hurts.
Then don't do that. Doctor, it hurts when I do this. Well, then don't do it.
it is so uncomfortable. It's not even funny.
Do you want me to go get you a massage table and a pillow? We'll just lean the mic over. I got a twin mattress I can lay down on the floor. We'll just put a mic down to you.
Yeah, because I mean, I have to sit like this without it hurting.
You can go sit in the recliner. I'll shove a mic over there.
What's some of the worst pain you've ever been in, Scotty?
God, I can't even recall. But my problem is there's been so many.
Yeah.
Well, okay. When I ripped my left arm basically off my body, that was pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Mm.
That was, thank God your body puts you in shock. Thank God.
Oh, yeah,
that was pretty bad because what's your bicep is on the bone called a humerus bone. Well, it connects to the ball that goes into the socket. So your ball and socket of your shoulder, right? I ripped the humerus bone off the ball. So the ball and shoulder was under my chin and my hand was behind me and I was laying on it. My arm was the center of my spine and I was laying on it and the shoulder was under my chin.
Ow.
Ew.
And then two paramedics and my uncle.
They go, holy.
Well, the paramedics look at each other and the one says, I got a plan. And they looked at my uncle. I was 13. They looked at my uncle and said, hold him. And he's like, what do you mean? They said, we've got to move his arm. We needed you to hold his face because he's going to scream. So my uncle has to kind of lean over and hold his butt and stomach and all back, leaning forward. One guy has to squat under him in front of my chest, and then the other one's behind me. And when they yelled at the same time, my uncle had to hold my head. One paramedic had to push the shoulder from my chin back to my left side, and the one behind me had to rotate and spin the arm back in front of me. And all that had to happen in an instant. Thank God I was in shock. Like, I remember it a little, but I was in shock. Now, the most recent worst pain I can ever remember is when I woke up from my first back surgery where he had hit a nerve and messed up some stuff. The disc would hit the nerve and it was all inflamed because I just woke up from surgery.
Right.
And I was having these weird seizure type things where when the disc would hit the nerve, it would send this weird signal through my body and you'd see my teeth grit down and my head would lean up, like looking at the sky as far as I can lean up, and my whole body, you would think I was getting shocked by electricity.
Right. And
I would just scream and fall on the floor flat. I mean, it was horrible.
Messed up.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's probably the worst two things I can think of. Like when the dude broke all the bones in my face, I'm sure it hurt, but I couldn't tell you because it was just total mind warp, because my brain was just destroyed. I mean,
I've never been
flatlining, kind of takes your memory away a little bit.
Right. I've never been in super pain.
That's good.
Like that.
That's good.
Never broken anything.
I mean, I'm not in the greatest shape now,
See, You were one of those kids that told the group, "Hey, let's go do this," and I was one of those kids that was like, "We're gonna get in trouble,"
or I don't think that's so smart.
That's not a good idea. We're gonna break something.
Like, how about
Sure
this?
enough.
The very first time I ever broke my nose, I've broke my nose several times. One of the first times I've ever really broke my nose. We used to call it the dirt hill. And between these two apartment complexes, there was this big dirt mound that was like 20-something feet tall, 30-something feet tall. And we always played war on it. And where the dirt came down to the asphalt, there would be 2 cross ties.
Mhm.
So none of the dirt would wash down into this thing. So as a kid, we always played on it, and we would take ropes and tie it to the trees and climb down the side of it. It was definitely a little steeper than a 45-degree angle. And here I was, first grade. I watched this teenage boy run down it. Thought it was a good idea. If he could do it, I could do it.
Right.
The problem is he was like 5 foot tall, and I was like, waist high.
Yeah.
So as I'm trying to run down this hill, it comes to that 2 cross ties high that he could jump over, and I apparently couldn't. So I come running down this hill full speed, hit the cross ties, face first on asphalt. Not only did I skin my face, I shattered my nose, blood everywhere. I was knocked unconscious. So these 2 little boys, pick me up, one under each arm, and they're dragging me, my feet behind me. They're dragging me. I'm unconscious. I don't know of any of this. So they're dragging me down the sidewalk through the middle of the complex, which is where the playground is. So my mother happens, they're screaming, right? So my mother happens to look out the kitchen window, open the door, and they're yelling, "He's dead!"
Oh my!
And they're dragging me, and there's just blood everywhere. My face is just blood. Oh yeah.
Your mom.
My mom was freaking the hell out. Here, you know, you're in the what, first grade?
Yeah.
And he's dead. And blood's everywhere. My mother then knew. She's like, "Oh crap, this is gonna be what my life's like."
Yeah.
And then it was only like 2 or 3 weeks later, we were at the pool, and I was again watching the big kids, and they were running and jumping the corner of the pool and seeing who could jump the furthest.
Right.
Well, one of the times I decided to do it just like they did, and I landed on both knees on concrete and slid. Oh yeah, both knees destroyed, blood everywhere.
How are you still?
I should have been a big Band-Aid.
Mobile.
Dude, I can tell you so many stories. How about one of the things that I guess I could develop such a great threshold of pain, but look right here. See that nice scar?
Yeah.
That's on your shin bone. You don't think about, there's nothing under the skin really. There's no muscle under that skin. So I had on jeans. We're getting in the work truck one time. I was working at this grocery store I took care of, and we had just come back from lunch. Actually, there's 2 stories that involve coming back from lunch. So we just come back from lunch, and as we're loading the cart up to go into this grocery store, I go to step on the flat part of the big bumper where the trailer hitch would be, and my foot slipped due to some wetness on the ground. So I hit it with my blue jeans, my shin, so you don't see a cut or nothing. And I was like, "Oh my God, that hurts." And here I was, the electrician, and the helper with me is like, 18.
Right.
And I'm like, "God, that sucks." And he says, "Man, I'm just going to leave a mark," and he kept unloading. And I was like, "Golly, man." And I was like, walking it off. And I looked down at my shoelaces, and it was blood everywhere. So I slid my pants leg up. The white sock was not white. It just been absorbing all the blood.
Wow.
And then I pulled it up, and all you see is blue meat and bone and
Blue meat.
yeah. When you first start bleeding, everything's different colors. It's not red.
It's only red when it hits.
Oh no, it's only red when it hits oxygen, but
Yeah. Because you got to think that's just a couple of layers of skin over that bone, and it was yuck. So thank God we were in Lawrenceville, right down from Gwinnett General. So I'm like, "You're driving. Let's get out of here." He's like, "What do you mean, let's get out of here?" And he looked at my leg, and he's like, "Holy cow." I pulled my belt off, tourniqueted my leg, and we went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying is, I guess because I've done so much stupid stuff, is I have a way of filing it. It's just like if the dog dies, okay, I love my dog. Right now, it's time to pick the body up. It's time to go dig a hole. It's time to put it in a hole. I'll cry tomorrow. If you died right now, it would be Stephanie freaking out, and I would be going, "Shut up, call this number. I'm going to try to perform CPR. Shut up and get on the phone. Quit crying. Tell them where we're at. Shut up, Stephanie."
He's so funny. He has no idea. I've been in
I'm using that as an example.
I know, but
Stephanie, shut up. Nobody's trying to get you to defend who you are. I'm trying to explain that that's how I am, and you're over here trying to defend yourself. I'm using that as an example. You just do what you have to do.
Yeah, you do what you have to do. I'm CPR certified. I thought I'd never have to use it. And I did end up having to use it one time. And it's just like, although it had been 2 years roughly since Travis and I both had been certified, just like that, it came back to us.
And that's the difference of people that can and people who can't.
Right.
You just have to. I get yelled at from my family. "You can just turn your emotions off. That's just so wrong, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like,
it's not.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something because I don't cry. I have my grandmother died. I didn't cry one bit. My dog died. I didn't cry a bit. I don't cry. I literally can't cry. I've tried in movies, sad movies. I can't cry. Okay.
Let's try it.
No.
Let's try it.
Here, let's try it.
Oh, is that the shock pen?
So anyways, And I get you. I mean, you know, just
And people are just like,
depending on how you wired.
How do you do that? I'm like, it's not like I want to cry. I
Mhm.
really do, but I can't.
was like my grandmother passed away. We needed to go sit down and pick out a casket, and everybody's going, "Oh my God, I think she might like this color." I'm like, "Look, just get that color. That's the color she liked." And what kind of vault? Oh my God! I'm like, there's 1, 2, and 3. 3 being the cheaper, 1 being the most expensive. What's the difference? Okay, give us number 2. You know, somebody's got to be the one to just take charge and just deal with it. And like again,
because I mean, once
people get mad at me for
do anything about it.
There's,
it just happens.
You can, it is what it is. It's time to go forward. And I get in trouble for being that guy. It's that old. It's just too many years of construction. I've always been this guy that take the emotion out of it and just do what has to be done.
Yep.
If we're standing there trying to get set up for an event such as Covington, I mean, one time I got a little fussy with Steph. All I'm doing is I'm looking at that clock that we're right under. And I said, we got 3 minutes. And somebody kept trying to talk to Steph. And I'm like, if y'all want to talk, sit down and get in the bus and shut up where I don't have to see it. But we got 3 minutes. So if we're working, we're working. And I used to get in trouble. I used to run 30 guys at the construction business when I took care of the grocery stores, because I would get mad and I'd be like, hey, you want to talk to him? Get his phone number and call him after work. But if you can't pull wire and talk, then try shutting up and pull wire, because we're on a time frame.
Right.
That's just how it is. And that mentality it's still there. I mean, I try to be more sensitive to the females in my house. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's like, why is the refrigerator door open? Well, I was getting milk. Well, you're pouring milk on the counter in a bowl of cereal and the refrigerator is 8 feet behind you. Why is the refrigerator door open? That's kind of stupid. I have this thing. There's this thing about me. Doors are supposed to be closed. Cabinet doors don't get left open. You know, closet doors don't get left open. Refrigerators don't get left open. It's just a thing. There's a hinge on it for a reason. Close it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just how it is, man.
Yep.
I'm a little anal about stuff.
I can't stand to go into the bathroom and the toilet seat's still up.
Okay.
You got to get past that.
Real quick.
Oh, come on now.
It is not our job.
It's not my job to close the toilet.
Maybe
Why?
It's your job to
Why?
lift it up.
Why is it my job to always
Maybe
lift
it's
it
your
up?
job to lift it up.
Because the toilet seat has a lid for a reason.
Right.
And
It's so you can stand on it.
Shut at all times.
Why?
Unless you're using it.
Why?
Because if it didn't have to have a lid, why would they put one on it?
For some people that don't want to look inside of a toilet. Or some
Okay.
people that just want that stupid pink fuzzy crap around it.
Oh no, mine don't have all of that on it. It should be shut.
Okay.
It keeps kids from getting in
Okay,
there.
but out of all the things at your house that could be right and fixed and whatever, you're going to complain about the toilet seat?
Yeah.
I still think it's
There's a drip on the faucet and she's worried about the
Oh, no.
toilet seat.
No, that got fixed. But the hole in the tub still isn't fixed.
There's
It's
a
still
hole in
it's-
your tub.
yeah, it's
Can we
still-
just
There
talk
used to be
about
a
that?
song, There's a Hole in My Bucket, Delilah. I can't remember it. It was from elementary school.
yeah, it still has duct tape and that
And-
sealer.
And you're worried about the toilet.
Yeah.
You have a hole in your tub.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah.
Actually, there's two. There's one in the shower.
Just
wall.
buy a rubber stopper.
Sweetheart, that's the drain.
Oh no,
No, there's a hole.
No, there's a hole. Scotty seen the hole.
No, well,
It'd be worse
wait. Never say that again. Never,
Oh, stop making
never, ever say that to me.
I mean,
ever.
I knew y'all knew each other before.
We don't know each other like that. I am not her gynecologist. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about her holes.
It's in the tub. The tub. I do need a whole new tub and the wall and all that.
I got it. Provides a place to put your PBR while you're brushing your teeth. Now, I do have a true story. So everybody bear with me.
Oh no, it's a true story.
Oh yeah. So the old house of mine, the guy that lived with me, who took care of my house, if you think of me as Dr. Frankenstein, he was my Igor.
Aw.
So he was always around. He didn't have a driver's license from all these DUIs. I called him my brother. But he had an extremely bad drinking problem. You couldn't have Scope in the house because he would drink it.
Is this the toilet story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so when my old lady, me and her first started dating, she had said something about wanting a beer. And I'm like, hold on. So I go in the bathroom. I come out with 2 Coronas. And she's like, do you have a fridge in there? I was like, something like that. She's like, what do you mean something like that? So she walks into the bathroom and she's looking around. She's like, where did you get those beers? And I took the top of the toilet, the lid off. Now that's clean water. And I had to hide my Corona, my long neck bottle Coronas in there in the toilet. It's clean water.
I mean,
and it's not like the twist knob was underwater, and it kept the water at a great temperature.
My cousin one time.
Can you imagine?
Just walking into
the bathroom, take the lid off the toilet.
Who's thirsty?
Some people want to hide their drugs there. I kept beer there. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't keep it anywhere else in the house.
Where did you hide your drugs?
I didn't. Thanks,
those
though.
were all used. But my cousin, when she
couldn't have those in the house either.
When she was younger, I think she was maybe 3 or 4 years old. She kept getting cups of water. And she would bring them, to my aunt, to my uncle, and they would ask her, where'd you get the water? And she said, in the bathroom. And then they asked her older brother, Shane, where is she getting the water? And he says, oh, she's just dipping it in the toilet and bringing it to you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What a sweetheart.
she was being thoughtful. She thought they were dehydrated. They needed some water.
Was it?
I don't know what part of the toilet. She was dipping it in the toilet and getting the water for them.
She's got a ladle and she's treating it like vegetable soup. Here, have a sip. Taste this.
We went to a Japanese restaurant. You know that soup
Yeah, egg drop. That kind of look.
Yeah.
Kind of looks kind of like what's in the toilet, but it wouldn't be called a drop of egg.
No. My roommate.
Don't mess with the Hershey Kisses. They're just floaters.
That's dishwasher. That's dishwasher soup. And I was like,
oh my God.
I can't even eat this.
It has a little bit of taste of Hanes. Did you dip your sock in there?
Ew. Why?
How about Zaylee? Zaylee picks up socks and I start sucking on them. So last night from behind me, all I hear is Beth yelling, "Stop, Zaylee, that's Pop's dirty sock." She had just picked up some sweaty Hanes little ankle socks and was just starting to mess with them.
No, thank you.
Oh, and you had them on yesterday and it was as hot as it was yesterday. Oh my God.
Did you just now put that together there? One, but Steph?
So they were nasty and sweaty.
Well, yeah, they're socks. But mine don't get nasty and sweaty, man. I always wear new socks and I powder the hell out of my shoes. That's one thing about me. I don't wear old underwear and I don't wear old socks.
Lieutenant Dan will be very happy about that.
When socks get that worn, hard, crusty type texture and they're not soft anymore, I probably own 300 pair of socks. My wife hates me because of socks. I hate it because we can't ever match them, but
I've probably got like 3 pairs of socks.
Well, you should grab you some on the way out the door.
No.
I'll send you a bag of socks home. You'll just have to match them.
I don't want your dirty socks.
No, they're all clean. They're laying in the floor in there. We just literally, I have an issue. I don't match socks. And at one time, I'd buy all the same socks. Well, my problem is my wife just scoops up the clothes and goes to washes, but she may drop a sock and not pick it back up. The problem is you'll wash all these socks that might only be one sock for the match. Right. And then I just go buy more socks. I'm serious. I'll drop $8 on a new pack of socks like it ain't nothing. And I've had days where I've woke up and not find some clean socks. I put on my shoes. I go to Walmart. I buy a bag of socks, go out in the parking lot, sit in the van, put my new socks on, go on about my day. I don't even waste no time. People are, but that's a waste of money. You spend $7 at McDonald's. I'll spend $7 on some socks. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Right.
You're always going to need socks. You're always going to need toilet paper. You might not need underwear, but you're always going to need toilet paper and socks. Yeah, but some people don't wear that.
Mike.
And people don't wear socks, man. Y'all got some funky feet. Because if you don't wear socks between your feet and your shoes, you're just breeding some toe funk.
Yeah, the only time I don't wear socks is, of course, when you're wearing flip flops.
The only time you don't wear stockings, rather, on your feet is when you're putting over your head to rob a convenience store. No, never mind. I was waiting for her to go, well, that did happen at CVS. The dude goes to rob the CVS and walks in on camera and then puts the mask on. So the camera shows him putting the mask on.
What?
A dude goes to rob a CVS.
Mm-hmm.
Carries a mask in his pocket. Walks into the store, then puts the mask on. And it's all on video.
Okay.
How about this one? So there was like these 4 or 5 teenagers, a couple of males, a couple of females, whatever. They had been going around robbing Bank of America's. And they couldn't catch them.
Right.
Like an outside video surveillance would show the car driving off. So they show up at Panola Road, which is just a couple X's up. And they park in front of a Foot Locker shoe store. Decide to park there, and then they were going to walk to Bank of America. The stupid thing is, Foot Locker has 2 TV screens hanging from the ceiling, so you can see the front glass and what's coming in the store, and you can see what's already in the store. It's there for security, but it's just kind of a cool feature to see what's in the store.
Yeah.
So these individuals park in front of the camera, in front of the store, like in front of the 2 glass doors that open to come into the store. They get out, they walk up to the window pointing at shoes. They walk in to look at some shoes. They're all on the video surveillance. Then they go next door, rob the bank, walk back to their car and leave. They just don't even think about the fact that they're all over Foot Locker's video. Hey, we gonna go next door and get us some money. We'll be back by these shoes. That's about how stupid that is.
Very much so.
Very.
It takes all kinds.
Yeah.
Is it a reunion week? Trainwreck going to be on? I don't know. I don't know if Trainwreck's coming or not. Well, I should probably ask that.
Because Mike was here and then I'm here.
I guess. But also the Brian Mahaffey ride's coming up. So
yeah, it's coming up June 6th.
8th. Am I wrong? It is 6th. What the hell's the 8th then? Uh-oh. That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
If I already got something stuck in my head, I don't know. So how about Def Leppard's coming back June 28th, and I'm being asked to drive a bunch of folks I know down there. They're like, aren't you going? Well, I hadn't thought about it, but I guess I can.
Yeah.
Problem is it's on a Sunday, which means Monday morning would be horrible.
Yeah.
That means you would have to not go to the concert.
When is?
Because one of us would have to try to be awake Monday morning.
Well, when is the Leonard Skinner Travis Tritt?
Jeez, you're gonna make me look for stupid stuff.
Because I thought that was June.
You're just squirreling it, aren't you? I don't know.
I mean, we're not going, so I don't know. All I know, Kid Rock is July 19th.
I don't know.
And we're all going then too.
I don't know, but I know we got 4th row to Leonard Skinner. That means I'll sit there for 3 hours and hear 2 songs worth of crap. Maybe 4 songs. They Call Me the Breeze, Sweet Home Alabama, Simple Man, Freebird. That's 4. Right? Curtis Lowe, did I already name that one?
No.
5 songs?
Say Freebird again.
Freebird! Yeah. So 5 songs. Saturday. Exactly.
Al, stop making me laugh.
Oh.
Well, we can't help you.
I know.
Her 3-ounce child is hurting her.
At least we're not talking about milk and coconuts again.
Yeah.
I bet you if you drink coconut water,
or cucumber water. Hey, how about water? How about just water? If she would ever try water.
Well, I mean,
what good does it do when you drink all the cranberry juice and you not drink any of the water?
Because I start my day off with the cranberry.
Why don't you mix the 2 together and water down your stuff so you can start learning how to drink water properly?
Because the cranberry juice is fine without the water. I mean, it's
for me,
okay.
all juices are never perfect for me, and they have to be watered down. I can't.
I told her she needs to learn to start drinking everything watered down so that you start drinking water.
Now, granted, if I am handed apple juice and I don't have water at hand, then I'm okay with just drinking the apple juice, but you know.
You know,
It is.
phone's getting lit up this morning.
Well,
So how about I decided that I was gonna start raising Cain about the speeding on my road. So I go ahead and send all this information to Channel 2, Channel 5. See what I can do.
That's nasty, Rich Archer.
What?
I can't say it on air, but
well, then
here
why would you say it's nasty on air?
because he's listening.
What are you? Censor it.
She don't drink water because fish. Beep there.
Yeah.
Say it slower so we can catch what you're saying.
And use proper diction.
I don't drink water because fish. Beep there.
So because fish poop in water, you don't drink water.
Fish duck in there. Is that better? Fish duck there.
Duck? Oh.
Really? He gets it and you don't?
No, it's just even if somebody else type it, you still can't speak anything other than redneckanese.
You told me.
I know,
You
but
told me
it
to
don't matter. It
censor
doesn't
it.
matter.
We said censor,
Cens-
not translate.
We said censor it, not send a coded message.
And I did censor it. I beeped it, and then y'all still didn't get it.
I've seen some of the things you've beat. That's kind of dangerous all by itself.
Oh,
Thank God it's 7:37 and we could just be extremely stupid first thing in the morning.
Right.
yes. And I got the text message that Oz is on his way, so
You
he'll
know,
be here shortly.
I got the same one.
Okay.
She acts like she's so special. She said
Well,
so-
it didn't. Show
she said
that-
yesterday, she's like, I get a text message every morning from him. And I went, so do I and everybody else.
I don't
She's
know.
like, oh. Back to my coconuts.
Well, it doesn't show that it's a group message.
I
so
know that.
I
It's
don't
just so funny.
I don't know why it doesn't show that it's a
I
group
didn't get it.
message.
Yeah, Jeff even says, I know how to milk a cow, but how do you milk a coconut? There's no nipple. Steph will argue that with you, Jeff. She will argue that point
I
with
found
you.
the pictures.
I really hope he's not serious.
What?
What if he's serious?
What?
Like, what if he's like only thinks that milk? Well, technically, it's not milk.
No. You didn't listen to yesterday's show.
I mean, I saw some of it.
She wants to question why coconut milk tastes like coconut and cow's milk don't taste like cow.
Sweetheart, because there's protein in the cow.
And the cow's a mammal and it's milk and coconut milk is
It's
not
actually
like,
water.
yeah, it's not like the milk.
No, it says coconut milk.
It's for marketing purposes, just like why shrimp is red.
No, because the coconut water is clear.
Shrimp, you
the
know,
coconut.
shrimp isn't actually red, right?
What?
It's not red.
Shrimp is not red. You do know that.
That's when it's cooked. It turns red.
No, it's actually white.
You know you're going to confuse her. She
Shrimp-
was already trying to figure out coconuts. Now we're going to give her shrimp.
her head's gonna blow up.
And just Bubba Gump shrimp does not taste like Bubba Gump.
No.
Oh, of
Ew.
course not.
I mean, you would know. You have a. Never mind. I'm just shutting up.
I have a what?
Nothing.
Can't say it on air.
I can't say it on air.
PG-13.
Steph,
Mm-mm.
I would say you're so gullible, but we love you.
We have to.
Well,
Always.
we choose to. I don't know if we actually
Hey, is
have
that
to.
poison ivy?
What? What?
Squirrel! What the hell, Steph?
What?
I said, is that poison ivy?
What? What is?
I don't know. She
Oh,
just
okay.
holds her hand out and says, is that poison ivy? I don't know.
I can't see over the screen, so if you have something to show to the
You're
class, hold it up.
Yeah, her attention span is like a friggin' gnat.
Yikes. How do you spell gnat?
GNAT.
Just short
Oh.
natty light. You know how to spell that.
That's a different kind of gnat.
Oh my God, I kill me sometimes.
The
Yeah.
GNAT flies around. The other gnat helps you fly around. Because you get drunk
Oh my
and you
God.
act stupid.
Do you really?
What do you do for a living, Steph?
Nothing.
So you're not a stand-up comedian. Okay.
Of course not.
That really is her standing up, dude. She's that tall.
Oh. Poor Steph. We're just beating up on her today.
No, it's because she don't feel good because she's passing a kidney stone because she refuses to drink water. I bet if you'd been
I'm drinking
I bet
water.
if you'd been drinking that coconut water this whole time, you'd feel better.
It's actually
That
cleaner.
stuff's nasty. I'm drinking
I've
it
actually
though.
never had it. Does it not?
Cucumber water's different. Like
Do you like coconut?
I can't make up my
No.
mind if I like cucumber water.
Because I like, well, I haven't had either, but I like the taste of coconut. So how coconutty is coconut
So
water?
you like the taste of nuts?
We're not going to go into that subject, Scotty.
Mm.
We don't need to. It's an understood.
Steph, Steph's sniffing the microphone. She's trying not to open her mouth. She's like, if I put my face close enough to this microphone, I can't open my mouth.
You good, Steph?
You okay there, Steph?
Bye.
And Steph's going, and I thought kidney stones was my problem. Oh my God. So how about them trees?
Mhm.
So, you know how they were going, the family of Marvin Gaye was
Marvin
going
Gaye,
after Robin Thicke for
Yes.
Blurred Lines.
yes.
Well, now someone has come out from Australia saying that Guns N' Roses stole "Sweet Child of Mine" from.
Yes, I was seeing a piece of that yesterday. Explain. And where did you just now all of a sudden realize it 20 something years
Yeah,
later?
you're a little late. It's kind of like one of those rules, like
Yeah, 20 years
something
later.
happens like 30 years.
Statute of limitations.
It's not. Yeah.
Murder's the
Yeah.
only thing that doesn't have a statute of limitations.
Is that true?
Because-
Yes, murder has no
Yes.
statute of limitations.
So, like, what about other major crimes?
Like I think some sex crimes don't even have a statute of
like
limitation.
the R word.
So, yeah, the song came out in 1981. Australian Crawl's Unpublished Critics, where "Sweet Child of Mine" came out in 1987. And I was
Have you
gonna see
listened to
if it'll let me play.
No. If you can get it to play, I'll plug it in.
Do we have the rights?
Hang on, Steph.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm gonna fix
I'm
this.
trying. It
Well,
won't
camera.
stop.
Well,
Yeah.
let me just
Okay.
say this while she's getting that plugged in and all. Dude, I just seen your wife outside of the studio, and I just want to tell you, she's hot.
Oh, you've never met my wife, have you?
I've met her, but I'm just saying, she's hot.
You know,
I just wanted to. I didn't
I'm
know,
a very
I
lucky
just,
man.
I just want just for the record, let the record reflect.
Yes.
Let the record reflect. Your wife is hot. I was standing there saying, "Oh my God,
Yes.
oh my God, oh my God!" As I was coming through the gate to come in the studio, says the first thing I got to talk about is the fact
That's
that
right.
your wife is hot.
Mike
I
says
just-
my wife dated down.
Oh Lord,
She
oh, Lord.
downgraded.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely.
oh Lord.
No offense,
Anyway, I just,
How about this? Here's
and I
your
had just finished my bottle of water as I
Water.
exited the car.
yeah.
Mm.
So thank God. Hopefully you swallowed. You didn't blow it out your
I
nostrils.
did, but I need another one.
How about there? Y'all will get a kick out of this. So,
Commissioner Oz is thirsty.
so there's a guy that was about 50 yesterday. He walks up to my wife, and she works at Kroger's, and she's the manager of her department. But you always have to say, "Can I help you?"
Mhm.
And she goes, "Can I help you with anything?" Because she said he was walking around like he was kind of looking for something. And he says, "Well, I hope so." And she says, "Well, what can I help you with?" He says, "Well, I don't really know that it's in this store really." And she says, "Well, I'm from here. I mean, maybe I can give you directions or something." And so this goes on for like 15 minutes. Like he'll walk off and he'll come back up. And then he walks up to her and all of a sudden says, "Well, what's that cross on your neck for?" And she says, "Well, it was my daughter." He says, "Oh, so you believe in the Bible?" And she just says, "Well, yes, I do." He says, "You believe in the 10 Commandments?" And she's like, "Yes, this is a bit odd." He says, "Well, I was just kind of curious. Are you single?" And she says, "No, I'm married." He goes, "So the 10 Commandments." He was trying to figure out if adultery was in her vocabulary.
Mm.
How odd was that?
So she had a stalker at Kroger.
Another one.
How,
Oh,
how
okay.
odd
Yeah.
is that?
Wow.
Like, do you believe in the 10 Commandments? Like, Jeff Matthias, paging Jeff Matthias. Is that a pickup line?
Wow.
Wow.
If you say I don't believe in the 10 Commandments, what, it opens the door for adultery?
Well, I couldn't resist saying to you that your wife is hot. I get people telling me that all the time about my wife.
Look, I've seen pictures of yours, and I thought it was like a daughter. I'm like, what's she doing with him?
And wait a minute now. I didn't cut you that deep. I didn't cut you. But next Tuesday, I'm going to have to bring my switchblade because I see how you play.
I just had to. But no, seriously, I did see.
Well, thank you.
I did see pictures the first time I ever saw these pictures. I'm like, he's just posing with another hot chick.
Yeah.
And then it was like
There's
several
another one.
pictures of her, and I'm going, I wonder if his wife knows about this. And then I start noticing he says the first lady, and I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
He's
baby.
got it like
Don't,
that.
don't get it twisted. You best don't. And I think she's listening this morning too, by the way. So I'm not getting in any trouble at all because the one thing about our relationship, we have a wonderful relationship built on trust, loyalty, and confidence. And
she's got every reason to be confident because, boy, she's first class.
she is first class, and I thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I know that she's first class, but she never has. She also acknowledges other beautiful women as well,
Right.
but she never questions me taking selfies and interacting.
Right.
She knows I'm in the people business.
Yeah.
It's part of what I
That's
do.
right.
She never has a moment of, okay, what's going on here? She I mean, now don't give me. She's no fool now.
That's right.
She
Right.
ain't.
That my wife's the same. My wife
She
says
ain't no
she
fool.
understands
I
I'm
just
gonna
want to
take
make
pictures.
sure I say the
Yep.
right thing here, but at the same time, I do appreciate having a woman a wife who is open-minded and confident about who she is and about who we are as
Right.
as a husband and wife, and she's probably blushing and smiling when I came in this morning and said that your wife is hot.
Well, apparently
And
both
I don't
our
know, for
wives
some reason, every
dated
time I
down.
say that, you notice how my voice just changes. I don't know what it is when I say.
Well, because when you see a hot, you're
Your-
like,
your wife
she's
is hot.
hot.
She's hot.
That's a guy thing,
It is,
especially ones with personalities like
yeah,
us. Like,
yeah,
she's hot.
and I'm talking about somebody else's wife right now.
Yeah.
My wife is hot too.
That's right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but you know it,
Right.
and that's like me. I know. You know, here's what's funny.
She's
Is
also spicy, by the way.
my wife, my wife,
Hot and
So be
spicy.
careful.
my wife
I gotta
doesn't
get
mind.
Right.
She doesn't mind me taking pictures with people because that's what I do. But I will come home, and she's probably going to be embarrassed when I say this, but I will come home sometimes, and there'll be a picture of me and some girl, and my wife's like, I see you took a picture with that girl, and I was like, she wanted a picture, you know. She's like, I said, come on, honey, you know they don't mean nothing, and she's like, oh, it's not you that I have to worry about. I know that girl, and I'm like, oh, because my wife's grown up around here.
Right,
She knows
right.
every one of these girls.
As I said a moment ago,
Yeah.
she's no fool.
She's like, I know backstories on
Yeah,
that
I
chick.
know
I'm like,
what-
oh, I
I
didn't
know-
know that
right.
she was. I didn't know.
She knows stuff about her that you don't
That's
know.
right.
And because she knows that she don't want to too
That's
close
right.
to you.
That's exactly
Do
right.
you know it?
That's right. I know it too.
Yep.
One of my homeboys in Augusta who watches and monitors my Facebook page says to me all the time, he says, how do you get all these good looking women to work in your campaign? How do you get these people to be a part of? I says, well, listen, first of all, women are the #1 voters in America. Yes, they are.
And they're actually some of the strongest business people
Women
in America.
run Atlanta, Georgia.
Mhm.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
Women get things done. Yes, they do. I mean, listen, Stephen is the brains of this operation in terms of research and development.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
let's just just
Well,
call it like it is.
Think about this. Your wife
in
is the
trouble.
commissioner's wife. So we make the joke. I do a lot of stuff in a town called Houston, and I'm best friends with the mayor. Super great. Well, the joke is the Houston Mafia. And I go, the Houston Mafia? And she's like, while the town's having their meeting, and here she is, the mayor, and all the city council guys are males. Well, then Teresa's mother and all the other ladies of the town will have the women's meeting, and that's the Houston Mafia.
Mm,
Because they said that's who really runs Houston is
wow.
the wives. So the joke is, yep, the Houston Mafia is having lunch today. So I would go sneak over to sit down at that table, and people are like, boy, you over there just kissing up to the wives, aren't you? I was like, if you want to know what's going on in this town,
That's where you need to be.
they know what's going on in this town.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, my wife, Robinette, has gotten a lot of people really, it's one thing for them to meet the commissioner, but then they're wondering, what kind of wife does he have? Is she stuck up? Is she this and that? And when people get a chance to meet her, and it says, whoa, she's just as real and down to earth as he is. And then I say all the time, says, no, she's a lot more realer than I, because she'll remind me and you too that she's not the commissioner.
That's right.
She's just Robinette. And, you know, it's just being real and bringing that balance and being that individual that people know that they can, she's tangible, she's touchable.
That's right.
Real issue. She's a mom, and she'll let you know she's a mom first.
Yes.
Absolutely. So anyway, I started off by just saying,
that's fine.
Your wife is hot.
Well, here's the good thing. And since we just celebrated Mother's Day, it's really great that we're on this conversation, because I made a post last night about how my wife takes care of me, takes care of the house, takes care of the baby, takes care of the other kids, takes care of a full-time job. She sees to it that I'm where I'm supposed to be, what time I'm supposed to be there. Have I eaten? Have I drank enough water, Steph? You know, have I told Steph thank you? Have I helped this person? Have I done this person? And I'm like, how can you keep up with that much? Like, I'm scattered, Brian.
Amazing.
And it's amazing how the people that will choose to stand behind us and knowing that we're in the sights of a shotgun sometimes and crap being thrown at us, and they're still willing to stand there knowing that they're going to be stuck in the middle of it. And, you know, I had somebody, I don't want to use the word physically attacked, but somebody verbally attacked my wife, and I stood up for my wife, and I even made a video, and I said, listen, I am who I am. I chose to be this guy. I chose to be in the spotlight. I chose to be ridiculed. I chose to be yelled at and talked bad at and have two-faced people. I chose that, but my poor wife didn't.
Right.
So if you want to come at me and talk smack, come on. I'm used to it, but leave my wife out of it, because my wife's never done nothing to hurt anybody.
Right.
Well, Coach and I often talk about the fact that when you're a spotlight person, a popular DJ, or a public servant, or a preacher, politician, any type of spotlight individual,
Public eye.
a public eye, that's right. Your spouse, your mate, your significant other, whatever you want to call him or her, really has to be someone that truly understands your world, your passion, your vision, your dream. If they don't, it's always going to be an internal struggle, fight, or problem, a conflict constantly, because let's just say it, average mates or spouses couldn't handle having a popular wife or a popular husband or a popular boyfriend, because the attention is almost always centered around them. I've learned that as often as our lifestyle allows, to include my wife in as much of the stuff as I can, not wanting her to become the politician. I don't want my wife to be a Hillary Clinton or turn into a politician. That's not her goal. She has no appetite for that. She enjoys being wife and mother and my number one cheerleader, as you see me post all the time.
That's right.
My number one cheerleader. So, but it is important to have someone who is your number one cheerleader, that when you're running the ball the wrong damn way,
oh yeah,
she's still cheering anyway, but she's saying, turn your ass around.
That's right. Or instead of you're having the ball and you're heading in a positive way.
Why he get to talk like that? I almost got tased when you wasn't here.
Yeah, I heard the story. I have heard the story.
I jumped to heaven when I.
Hey, get him to autograph that for me.
Well, listen, it's Town Topic Tuesday, baby, and
I want to try to get everybody to autograph that for me.
I was coming in here with a Town Topic this morning, but when I got out of the car at the studio, I saw this hot woman, and I said, "Listen, that's DJ Scotty's wife." And
just give us your autograph. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You got to push the button on it. It doesn't. Is it not coming out?
Well, while he's trying to figure out how to autograph, let me just say,
for fun.
We just for fun radio.
Good morning, everyone.
Hang on one second. Go ahead, Oz.
Well, I was just going to say we got a lot of new people who are listening, DJ Scotty. More people are tuning in to Just for Fun Radio, and we would really just want to say thanks to all of those folks who are beginning to follow us now and listen to DJ Scotty and the crew here at Just for Fun. They're not just listening when I'm here on the air on Town Topic Tuesday, but they're listening all through in the week, and I'm hearing from folks. So I just wanted to say that look like we got somebody standing by right now.
Yeah, Jeff, what you got going on?
Not too much. Just getting ready to head down for breakfast before I hit the showroom.
Oh, that's right. You're in New Jersey.
Yeah, I actually wanted to comment on your comment when you were said that people were talking smack about you and not to bring your wife into it because you chose that life.
That's right.
In a sense, she did. When she decided to marry you, she decided to marry what you were about, which was the station. So in a way, she did choose that. But she is definitely a strong woman to be able to stick through everything that you go through.
Well, that's true. And I'm just impressed that she's willing to live through what she's willing to live through because, you know, she didn't have to. She chooses to, but it didn't mean she has to.
And that was my point. She did kind of choose being part of that. But then one thing, if you decided to do this after y'all married.
Yes. Yeah, because once she started dating, I already had this. This was already in motion. It was several months old by the time me and her started dating. So she did have to kind of live with it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, same thing kind of like with Bree. I mean, I've been in my job, 23 and a half years now. And so when we got together, I was putting in those hours. So
that's right.
She knew what she was getting into when we started dating and when we got married.
That's right.
Trips.
What's funny though, and I'm sure Oz can kind of relate to this, is like we had a stalker that was really terrorizing Newton County and been into my wife's work a few times, and not through me contacting and asking for help. People that were reading what was going on Facebook, one of the guys called the guy on the phone. Like, sent him a message through Facebook. He called, and the guy's like, "If I catch you messing with the DJ's old lady again," and he's like, "But," he's like, "Look, we already know you've been in the Kroger. We already know you've been in there. Don't mess with the DJ's old lady." And that's how everybody always remembers. That's the DJ's wife, and she just people know her. But when you do the positive things that we do, you'll have people that just will jump on board to support what you're doing because they're like, this guy does all this incredible stuff for the neighborhood, and to know he's getting terrorized or she's getting terrorized due to some friggin' crazy stalker, you know? So it's kind of good that they're in the background, but it's awesome that they're just still sweet, normal people that everybody wants to support, you know?
That's, I mean, like about a year or so ago when you were doing all your post kind of venting while you were driving and whatnot, and people were talking about all these haters you were talking about and all these vamps and everything. And everybody kept telling you, dude, you got to realize you got a bigger family than what you realize out there supporting you.
Yeah, and I didn't see it.
Haters or whatever. Yep. Exactly, dude. You got so many people supporting you back behind you, got your back no matter what, like you said about your stalker. And I mean, look at.
Well, what I've learned is for every one that hates me, I got 10 that love me. And the really good thing that I've noticed,
I probably go about 100 that love you.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Hear you see it that way. And what I also find is for every hater, when they're screaming how much they hate what I do, the people that don't know me go, I need to check out this guy. Mm-hmm. And then they come and check me out and go, I don't see why they hate this guy. Look what he's doing.
Well, here's the thing about some haters. Haters are not necessarily hating you. A lot of them is they're just jealous and envy because they really either they want to be you or you show them up, because what you were able to do is step out on your own. You got out of your comfort zone and decided to follow your dreams and do something that so many other people wish that they had the courage to do.
Yes.
So they don't really, all haters don't really hate you. Some of them, like Stephanie said, are jealous. They're envious. They really want to be you, and you make me sick. So that's what that's what that is.
They can forget trying to be DJ Scotty. If you can't find yourself by now, you're gonna be lost because he's long gone.
There's just no.
Well, that's true, Coach. You're absolutely right.
I've already tried telling people, you know, I'm building something way bigger than one person.
Yeah.
And I always try to look at it and say, you know, it's God, everybody's gonna hate me for saying this, but it's like everybody jokes about the Superman stuff. The thing is Superman is more of the belief of doing right and doing great things more than just the guy with the S on his chest. And it's just like Jesus. Everybody wants to believe this or believe that. Well, it's the belief of that's more than just the man. And that's what I try to explain to everybody. It's like, why can't we do these things? Everybody that just sits back and waits for the world to change, it's changing, all right. It's just not changing for the good. If you want to make the good changes, you got to get up off the couch, put the Cheetos down, put the Natty Light down, and you got to do productive. You got to do positive.
That's right. That's
so
right.
I think I made a decision a couple years ago that I'm just going to aim for better, and if you aim better, you land better.
If you can't find yourself, join a winning team until you find yourself.
That's right.
And when you join a winning team, don't come in with all your trash. Leave your trash outside at the door. I'm sorry, I just had to go.
No, you're
Leave your trash at the door.
That's right.
And when you come in, conform yourself like whatever the Romans are doing. You do the same.
That's
thing.
right.
You know what
I mean, I've told people that if you think you have a bad day, back when we were trying to take care of the homeless in that cold weather, I said, if you think you're having a bad day, get on the bus. I'll go take you and show you somebody that was eating in the front seat of their pickup truck that they slept in. They had opened a can of Alpo and was reaching in with their 2 fingers and eating Alpo out of a can. I said, so when you want to complain about all I could eat today's McDonald's, well, let me go introduce you to the guy that all he could eat was the 79-cent Alpo.
Yeah.
So
all he asked for was water and
socks. So here's a guy that lives in a car, has not changed clothes in God knows 6 months. And the only thing he asked for was a pair of socks and a bottled water. I tried to hand him a box of Lucky Charms.
Wow.
And he says, no, leave it for somebody that needs it.
Yeah.
You're eating Alpo.
You're eating dog food.
He wouldn't even take a whole box of Pop-Tarts. I had to bust the box open and only give him one of the little silver packs with 2 Pop-Tarts in it because he refused to take the box because somebody else needed it.
Don't bring me down here. Wow.
No, but that's a lifting thing to show you that for every day that somebody thinks they have it bad, I used to always make the crack. You want to complain about your shoes? What about the guy with no feet?
That's true. That's true.
So it's taught me a lot.
It is what it is. It is so true.
Oh, most definitely. I had back when I was like 16, 17, thought I knew everything. Told my mom, see you later. I'm out. Want to go live my life. I'm an adult now, blah, blah, blah. And then lost my job, lost my place to stay. She's like, well, you were an adult. You figure it out now. You're not coming back here. So I actually slept out in the woods behind my house for about a week. And I thought I had it bad, but I mean, luckily I had a younger brother that still loved me, and he'd open up the door he'd open the door about 11 o'clock at night, let me sneak in so I could sleep on the sofa or on the floor and feed me and get me up before my mom got up to get ready for work so I could sneak back out. And I thought I had it bad back then, but at least I still had a roof over my head.
That's right. That's right. Every time you think you got it bad, just know there's 15, 20, 30. There's always somebody that's got it worse. And I mean, I know we're getting off topic with where we were going, but, the good thing is as long as you stay positive, you'll find positive. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of negative people and all they see is negative, you're going to end up seeing nothing but what they see. You are what you run with. You want to be positive, hang out with positive people. You hang out with a bunch of drunks, you're going to eventually start drinking. You hang out with a bunch of potheads, you're eventually going to start smoking. You hang out with crackheads, well, then you're just going to lose everything.
Well, that's a perfect segue because guess what it is?
Sweet.
It's Town Topic Tuesday, and on Town Topic Tuesday, we're going to talk about what's coming up this Sunday.
Yep.
You're going to be there, DJ Scotty. Sir. It's going to be bonkers and Conyers, something they've never seen before. Street ball, basketball on steroids. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
It will be.
Over at Pine Log Park. We're going to get cranked up around about 11 a.m. Come on after church. We got Nabo's Barbecue is going to be. Have you ever had Nabo's Barbecue?
The plan is to.
My God. Oh, my God.
All right, well,
hey, Jeff.
One more comment.
Yes, sir. I know you got to go.
So you said basically you're going to end up becoming what you hang out with?
Yes.
So maybe no, I just got married. I was going to say I'd hang out with a porn star, but never mind.
You're sick, twisted individual. Have a good day. Don't get in no trouble in New Jersey.
Jeff
y'all have a great day.
Jeff had to slide
Bye,
that in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks, Jeff. Anyway.
Yeah, he had to slide that in.
But I'm going to take it back to the top. We were just talking about it being Town Topic Tuesday. A great segue to what you're talking about. Good things happening here in Conyers and Rockdale this Sunday. That's right. May 17th over at Pine Log Park. All the festivities kick off at about 11 a.m. The game will start about 2 p.m. featuring Nabo's Barbecue. We got the Italian Ice Guy, DJ Scotty on the Wheels of Steel, DJ Easy on the Wheels of Steel. Can you imagine an outside basketball court and one basketball on steroids, a DJ on one side of the court, a DJ on the other side? I think the DJ is going to be doing a little game of scrimmage with each other while the boys are playing basketball. On top of that, the Nabo's Barbecue is going to be funking the place up in the park with all that good smelling barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is off the chain. A lot of celebrities, let me tell you, I've got one name. I am just waiting and holding. There's an 80% chance that we will have a basketball Hall of Famer. Don't call out any names.
Right.
Don't call out any names. I'm just telling you, I've heard straight from his wife
That's good.
that there's an 80%. Now, you know, when the weatherman said there's an 80% chance of rain, it's going to do what? It's going to rain.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Most likely.
Well,
yes,
this guy's wife told me there is an 80% chance that they'll be there.
That's cool.
But it's been confirmed that a young man from Rockdale High School, Grady Jarrett, who just got drafted to the Atlanta Falcons, just got drafted in this last draft pick. He will be there. He's confirmed with me. That's solid. He's going to be there.
That's good.
We've got some other folks that are going to be there. The legendary coach, Eddie Highlight Gibson, is going to be there from the Conyers Court Kings. This is another street ball, semi-pro basketball. I mean,
and see, I didn't even know we had one of those there. That's cool.
Absolutely. All of these people are, guess what? In Rockdale County.
And that's the thing. We got to get the knowledge out there. We got to get people where they know this is in their hometown.
Well, this is a family fun event. We're going to have, we're creating a show. We created an event over here that's going to be really, really nice. I'm telling people, Stephanie, bring your lawn chairs because you want to make sure that and guarantee that you have the best seat in the house. Bring your own lawn chair. Get there early. Make sure that your cell phone is charged up, baby, because this is going to be Selfie City.
That's
We're
right.
going to turn this place into Selfie City this Sunday. I'm telling you, if you want to make sure you take a selfie with some of these celebrities and folks that's going to be out there, we're asking that you be there and be on time. Make sure your cell phone is charged up.
And when we're done with this, I was going to tell y'all something. Remind me to go back to cell phones. Are you done with that for a second?
I'm done with that.
Okay.
I just want to.
What time?
Well, it's going to kick off at 11 a.m., but the game is going to start about 2 p.m. So we're expecting well over 400 people.
That'd be awesome.
Wow.
We're expecting well over 400 people. I'm telling you now, get there early. What is it? A street ball exhibition, A&1 basketball like you've never.
And you said there's cats similar to like the Harlem Globetrotters as far as some of the tactics and the stunts and type stuff.
I want
performance.
to Google while we're talking. AND1 basketball, street basketball, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, this is basketball cool. On steroids. Absolutely.
And I was going to bring up your cell phones. Make sure your cell phones are charged. So Radio Shack's going out of business in some of their stores. So in PC, we're down in Panama City for Bike Week, and I bought one of these battery banks. It's a 500 milliamp battery bank that plugs into the wall. Mm-hmm. As soon as it's done charging, you can charge your cell phones and everything else. Half price. If you go into some of these Radio Shacks, if you can find the Radio Shacks that are closing down, they're selling all these things half price. So I bought a $109 battery bank for roughly $50.
Wow.
Everything half price. So, and we have learned we use these phones more than we ever thought we were. Mm-hmm. And if you say the word addiction, we are addicted to our phones, but it's because we do so much. So when your battery's dying, it's really cool. You can whip this thing out your pocket. I mean, literally the thing, I have the 6 Plus, the battery bank that I bought is roughly the same size, but it'll run my iPad. It'll run my phone. So everybody wants to buy these things. Go find these Radio Shacks that are closing down. I'm sorry the economy's done what they've done, but if we can catch a deal and get it for half price, we need to do it.
It is what it is.
Especially this weekend, because you're going to be running video, and that's going to eat up all your battery.
Is the one here in Conyers closing?
I don't know.
Oh.
You got a computer. You can look it up, though.
Well, I was looking at this first.
Where the taser at?
I know, right?
Oh, by the way, I bought one, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to get up the courage to see if I can tase myself.
No, have you not heard what I did? Let me paint you a picture.
Don't tase yourself.
So Stephanie used to sit right there, and I go to grab it and go, Steph. Well, somehow or another, I got hung up, and I went to turn, and my chair got hit on the table, and it stuck. Then as I was turning, because the button's right here, my hand did this, and then once I hit the button, the electricity made my hand close, and I sat this way for over 10 seconds until I went into the floor.
Lord. And you wasn't live.
It was live. Oh, yeah. We even had a guest caller on the phone.
We had a guest in the studio.
I can honestly say I got Mike Tyson. I landed in the floor, and I looked up at Stephanie. Everybody was laughing, and I thought,
you got Mike Tyson. You were down there for a minute.
Dude, I thought I was okay. I came up over the table. I went, Okay. Oh no. And I laid back down. I couldn't focus, dude. It lit me up.
So you're saying don't do it.
Don't shock yourself, just for fun.
Don't shock yourself.
I want to hear somebody get shocked this morning.
Nope.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That'd be shocking.
We do have an intern.
Nope.
Well, I mean,
I
you know, the
take
last time you shocked yourself, I was on the phone with you. So
That's
I thought
right.
maybe
That's
if I
who
could
was on
get
the phone.
With you again, so maybe
Nope.
maybe it happened again.
I know to
What
never hold it and turn the chair, and yeah, I've learned my lesson. And I was messed up the whole day.
Why don't we
You know,
just get rid of it?
let's just run the charge out on you.
Nope. Let's not do that.
Because he has so much fun playing with it. That's why it's still.
Well, I can think about some folks this morning who could be shocked, who could be tased.
We gonna say who they are?
Well, I said I can think about.
You
some
can think
folks.
some.
Everybody's got.
I can think it. I'm just not gonna say it.
That list in their mind.
The next person that ever spends the night here might get woke up.
Another town topic Tuesday I want to talk about this morning. You know, we were in here last week and the week before then we were talking about all of the chaos and confusion, all of the stuff that was going on up in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. But let's bring it home a little bit and let's go to the southern region and talk about the 3 officers over in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Tragic, sad. You know, I'm pro-police, and I want to talk about the family of those police officers. They've lost these 3.
I seem to be lost. What happened?
Yeah, you got to get tuned in on this. You might be able to pull that up as well.
2 officers got
Two
killed.
officers got killed.
Making a traffic stop, right?
Making a traffic stop, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And one officer, young 25-year-old young man, and the other officer, both routine, you know, they use the word routine traffic stop. But it seems like they got set up or ambushed, or these 3, I'm just going to call them idiots, just opened fire and took these people's lives.
Man.
And okay, so a few weeks ago, it was all a talk about what was going on up there. And certainly that was out of order with what happened to the young man, Freddie Gray. We all agree on that. It was out of order. But this is just as out of order when America stands by and watch our police get gunned down.
Exactly.
We all ought to be pissed off and raised in holy hell.
Here's a sad
So
part.
I'm speaking on behalf of law enforcement all over the world right now that we're watching this. It's sad. I saw the interview with the dad of the 25-year-old kid this morning on television. He says, "This is the trip I don't want to take." He says, "I text my son throughout the day, every day." And he says, "Now I got to go down to this police funeral, to my son's funeral." He says, "I don't want to take the trip, but I've got to take it."
You don't have a choice. Yeah.
You don't have a choice. But so anyway, hats off to the men and women in uniform. May is Law Enforcement Month, by the way. If you're out and about, you run across a sheriff's deputy or police officer in any county or any city that you live in, I'm asking you to at least say to them, let them know you appreciate their service. A lot of folks talk bad and complain about the law enforcement and the police, but there's not too many people that'll put that uniform on and do that job.
Yeah, and
So I just wanted to put that out there. Hats off to our law enforcement folks.
Yeah, and for every bad one, there's thousands of others.
Oh my goodness.
Thousands of others that put their life on the line to protect us.
Absolutely, Stephanie. And then there's so many things, good things that they do
that never get spoken of.
We don't know anything about.
Right.
There's tons of. I'm not talking about.
Well, it's like regular local news. We hear all the bad. But the kid that won the spelling bee, we knew nothing about. The police officer that helped the homeless guy, we know nothing about. The fireman that saved the cat, we know nothing about. The problem is our news they just don't publicize the good anymore.
The police agency that pays somebody rent, that turns somebody lights on.
That's right.
The police officers who gathered together and bought food for a family.
Which we witnessed that when we were helping the homeless.
Yeah.
We witnessed some
countless
officers.
numbers of things that people don't know.
That's right.
So you're absolutely right, Stephanie. For every one not so good cop, there's 1,000 great cops.
Yeah.
And we certainly do appreciate them. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a former police officer, but can you imagine this world without law enforcement?
Well, I try to tell people, we both of us got the coughs today. Everybody wants to talk about the armed forces protecting the world. You're right. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, they do protect the world. But while we're laying in the bed sleeping in our huge nation that's the home of the free countries, the home of the free, and who is policing our nighttime? Our cops.
That's right.
Who makes it safe for us to close our eyes at night? Our cops. If it wasn't for the police, you would not be able to go to sleep and close your eyes, because if not, there would be one member in your family that's on watch. I got the first shift. Tyler, you're staying up.
Right.
I'll sleep 1 to 3.
And who
Tyler,
wants to do that?
you need to sleep from 3 to 6. Somebody's got to stay up with a gun.
It's not living, that's surviving.
It'd be like that movie Purge.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and for instance, when I was in high school, a boy I was buddies with, his name was Rotnik. He was from Cambodia, and we were talking about things being different here versus there. And he said, let me tell you, where I come from, he was in Cambodia where the Vietnamese were taking over Cambodia. He said, if you had a Huffy bike, a piece of crap Huffy bike, you were considered rich. He said 8 of us lived in a hut. And it would be nothing for us to be laying in the bed and hear assault rifles, and you could see through the cracks of the hut where the Vietnamese were getting chased by the Cambodians with the guns.
Wow.
And this is happening. He said, you just hit the floor and watch the bullets go through your hut. Now, these people are living that way, and we're going to complain.
Right, right.
You know, that's the thing is
We've got it good.
we've got it great.
No, that's right. I was about to say,
Yeah.
we got
it great.
Absolutely.
Here's something I wanted to say the other day, and I almost made a video, and I got behind it, didn't make a video. But for all the people that want to make their videos and stomp on the flag and complain, if it was not for the flag, the belief behind the flag, the people that run our country, the people that fight for our country, that freedom you have for pissing on our flag, you would not have that freedom. So even though you want to say you hate the flag and you hate what it stands for, it's because of that flag that you have the right to voice your opinion. Because these other countries, you go try to voice your opinion in China and watch what happens to you.
You cut your tongue out.
You go to Thailand
Cut
and
your
you
tongue
try to
out.
voice your opinion and see what
Absolutely.
happens. You go to Ethiopia and you try to voice your opinion. We are a spoiled, self-righteous country because we have been given that right to our freedom of speech. We exploit it and we abuse the power. You go to this country that has no power like that, and you'll see real quick, you keep your mouth shut.
And we have to make sure we take the time to appreciate and be grateful for the people who protect us. Our armed services, our local law enforcement, and public safety people. And again, May is Law Enforcement Recognition Month. So I want to make sure that people understand that when you're out and about today and the rest of the month of May, be sure you say something nice and kind to the police officer, to the sheriff's deputy. And let me say this, Rockdale County, as you know, has a reputation when it comes to law enforcement. And even Tyler Perry and Medea talks about not going to jail in Rockdale County and coming down the I-20 corridor. And when you get to Rockdale, baby, you better pump your brakes. Well, I used to have mixed emotions about that, but I'm telling you, I'm proud of that reputation, because what it sends a message, Stephanie, and it says to people,
Don't come play around
don't
here.
come up in here, because
That's right.
we
Acting
not
a
with
fool.
it. We're not with it here in Rockdale County.
Well, number one, who complains about getting caught for speeding?
People
Speeders,
that are speeding,
Who complains about DUIs?
people
that
who
are
are drinking and
drinking.
driving.
And who's the guy that wants to yell, I can't believe they caught me with only 2 joints and locked me up? Well, you had joints in your car, you dumbass.
They were doing their job. Michael Myers is about to call in. I think he's going to be calling in just
It
a
just
second.
blows my mind. I am not lying. I have stood in a bar and heard somebody go, I can't believe Porterdale stopped me and gave me a DUI.
I can't believe he had a DUI.
You got a DUI, you dumbass.
Absolutely.
How? You were driving under the
Well,
influence.
I'm so
Well,
glad
they
that-
didn't have probable cause to stop me. They probably stopped you because you were drunk.
do we have time
People
to
are
take
stupid.
Do we have time to take Mike's call? I think he's calling.
Well,
in.
I was going to say we need to shoot off to a commercial real
Let's-
quick.
Do we?
Let's
Oh, that's
shoot off to a commercial. Thanks for calling in, JD.
No problem. I'm going to call back here just a little while.
Please
That's
do.
what I want to talk about.
JD,
Yes, sir. Please do. Please do.
JD.
We'll be back in a minute.
JD.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, we're going to shoot off to commercial. We'll be right back.
There's no more water down here in this refrigerator.
Hold on. Look, there's some in the garage, but it ain't going to be cold. So I'll have to run and do that real quick. I'll have to go grab some. Hang on.
What's going on, brother?
So there's none in the fridge. You stay down here?
No.
Okay, give me just a second.
Scotty's setup time is between 11 and 12 on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If it's
Yeah.
if it's dark, then that's what we were looking at when we were looking
Guys,
at our times.
they're gonna be out there putting up the tents, everything.
Yeah, I wanted to get the layout.
Okay, Oz, come on.
Is there admission?
You gonna say? You don't have to put them on.
Okay.
Say, I want to personally invite you. Da 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 da. Wait a minute. Crap.
Let me turn this down real quick.
No, that's all right. Let it play. That's good. That's good. Yeah, let it
You
play.
want that in the background?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm trying to understand why I got this box. When you come on, hey, this is Commissioner Oz. As you can see, I was just on Just for Fun Radio giving the announcement. I want to give it again. Make it 30 seconds and out. Make sure you family affair. Da 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 da. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Commissioner Oz Nesbitt. As you could just see, I was just on the air here at Just for Fun Radio. Want to invite you, your family, the whole game this Sunday, May 17th, starting at 11 a.m. over at Pine Log Park, right off of Highway 138 in Conyers. That's right. The game is going to kick off about 2 p.m. We're going to have Nabo's barbecue, several celebrities in the park this afternoon. Want to make sure that you bring the kids out. It's going to be a wonderful time. It's going to be wonderful here at Pine Log Park for the street ball tournament, AN1 basketball on steroids. I just want to make sure that you and the whole game is there. This is my personal invitation to you. Don't miss this event. We're going to expect well over 400 people going to be at this event. Bring your lawn chairs. Have a great time. This is a family affair, fun event at the park, Pine Log Park in Conyers this Sunday, May 17th, street ball tournament. Make sure you have your cell phone charged up and ready because it's going to be Selfie City this Sunday at Pine Log Park.
You took 30 seconds and made it a minute and 5 seconds off. We got to work with you. That's all right. We good. We're good.
Yeah. Chop it up.
Yeah.
My voice is
It's gone.
and it's this allergy thing I've been dealing with. And this morning I was on the way here. I said, it sounds like I've been screaming and yelling, but I haven't been screaming and yelling. It's just that these allergies and stuff is in my voice. So nothing I can do about it.
Cold. That ain't cold. That's
No,
for sure.
I don't like cold. I like room
Okay.
temperature is the best thing anyway, especially when you're talking.
That's me. You go too cold
Thank
and
you,
then
brother.
you
Thank you.
mess yourself up.
I want DJ Scott to talk about some of the music that he's going to play, what people can expect seeing him, people who haven't had a chance to see him outside of the studio.
That's right.
This is going to be a big audience.
Yeah, we did that March of Dimes the other day, and we got it cranked up
Coach,
pretty
you may
good.
wanna
To get people
you may wanna
moving
some of
around.
that when we get
Hey,
back on the air.
Steph, shut that blind for us. So if it's video and we don't see my horrible background.
He gets to talking about that.
Hey, how do we plan on setting up that day?
There's a meeting Thursday night. You need to be at this
Yes.
meeting. This
What
is
time?
the last
We have a
This-
caller,
six-
by the way.
6:30.
No.
Oh, we have
No,
one.
no,
Okay.
it's
Thursday
okay.
when?
6:30 at my office, in my county office.
6:30.
At my county commission office. Come to the back door. You know where it is.
Vaguely.
Okay, you know where you pay your water bill in Rockland
Yeah.
County. Well, that little small building, say Board of Commissioners building, that's where my office is.
So if I go in that downstairs door
Uh,
where the parking is,
yeah.
so go in there and left.
Not where you go to pay the water bill. The building that sits in that parking lot.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That
okay.
building.
Behind the parking.
Right there.
Okay. So that little white building.
That
too?
little white
See, I
building.
didn't know that.
Come to the back door
Okay.
because it'll be 6:30. The front door will
Okay.
be
So
locked
just
in.
park in the parking and come to the back door.
Right.
Cool. See, I didn't even know where your office was.
Six-
we
6:30.
need to tell people that. Well, like I said, there's so many little things
That people don't know.
that people just don't know.
Yeah.
Like the board of assessors, I had no idea where it was till I had to go there the other day. I'm like, do you know how many times I go past elementary school and I just look left for traffic,
Log.
and I don't know that's what that is.
Right.
I hope that wasn't Mike that tried to call.
And we're going to leave the meeting and go over to Pine Log. For those people who don't have a visual of the layout, we're going to physically go to the park. You will see exactly where you're going to be set up there at the court.
Yeah, and that's what I needed to do.
And the goal is to have both DJs there well enough early Sunday where people not in the way.
Oh, yeah. I always try to.
Music got to be rolling when they coming in.
Well, here's what and this is what I have to preach to people that are getting married. I'm like, if you envision your wedding at 4, that means at 3:15 people are getting there. I have to have music by 3:30 because you want background music when they're arriving.
Rolling.
So I try to tell people your wedding might be at 4, but I got to be there at 2:30.
And I think it'll be good for you and the other DJ to
kind of meet. Yeah.
And that way y'all can.
Well, is he bringing his own gear and his own setup?
He's bringing everything.
Okay.
See,
I just don't want us having to like compete with each other. We need to work together.
Here as a basketball court right here. You're on this side with your stuff set up. He's on that side with his stuff set up. I mean, you're going to be on that side of the court. He's going to be on that side. So you're going to play. He's going to play. You're going to play. He's
me and him. I was going to say, me and him.
So
is he going to be in the meeting?
Yeah, he'll be at the meeting.
I just want that way me and him can talk because I want to make sure that we're salt and pepper accenting the food and not taking away from the food. And I know the salt and pepper analogy was so terribly sounding black and white, but my point was we are accenting.
I got it. It was
okay. Well, look, man, I am so, and look, just like you probably, I am so used to people now picking on words. Yeah. And it's like, come on, bro, you know what the point was. Right. The point wasn't this. The point was this.
Right.
Well, and I've had to have one of my buddies kind of poke me a little bit and go, you've gotten a little soft. You're letting all these people get under your skin. And the people that love you because of what you believe and how you are and what you stand for.
Keep it real.
But I've gotten so busy trying to please everybody that I've actually find myself feeling like I'm always attacked. And I'm like, man, I got to find some inner strength sometimes.
Mike Myers should be calling us here in a minute.
All right. Here we go. Back live. All right, everybody. We are back. Had to take that quick break. Got to get them sponsors played. Well, I just love that song now. Me and him back when he was first going back on the idea of going back to singing, me and him wrote a bunch of stuff together. Who knows where it ever ended up? But I mean, it's written on notepads and napkins and envelopes and but when he sings It Ain't Me, I look back to where he was when he wrote that was the time frame he worked with me, and me and him were riding down all them country roads going to work,
Now, who was that?
Michael Allman is my cousin who is the son of Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's really cool seeing where he's come from and where he's at now.
You're the cousin of Michael Allman.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Just for fun.
Wow.
This is Michael Myers.
Hello, cuz.
Cuz you can. What are you doing?
Who, me?
Well, you're the only caller on the phone.
Mike, your cousin just spoke to you, act like you didn't even know her.
I couldn't hardly. I'm sorry. Where's my cousin at? I don't want to speak to the other guy. Let me speak to my cousin. How's my cousin doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How's Miss Ash?
She's doing great. She
That's good. Yeah. Between you and Oz, y'all might should keep this show going and just get rid of the other guy. I don't know how much he does for the show.
Wow. She don't know how to touch any buttons. Well, excuse me. She knows how to touch them. She just don't know how they work.
And you trying to get me set up and ran up out of town too.
I do.
I'm getting in trouble. I can do that because I'm all the way on the other end of the phone.
That's right.
Yeah, and you're a couple of counties away too. So.
Absolutely. Well, tell us.
Listen, what's going on today on Town? I got to say it really slow. Town Topic Tuesday.
Town Topic Tuesday. You got it right, didn't you, Steph?
Yeah, he got it right.
You're teaching your cousin how to do a few things. Well, we've been talking about Town Topic Tuesday. We're talking about this coming Sunday over at Pine Log Park. And because of my raspy sound of my voice with this allergy going on, I said, listen, perhaps Mike Myers will call in and he'll talk to his cousin. Then he'll tell us a little bit about it. So give us your version of the street ball and N1 basketball. I had your cousin to pull up what N1 basketball really is, but I think you do a better job. Go ahead.
Well, listen, N1 basketball is the street version of the Harlem Globetrotters. These guys have been traveling all across the world. They have tons and tons of videos YouTube, and other outlets online to promote what it is that they do. They are fantastic. They are a bunch of dunkers and dribblers and passers who really wow and amaze crowds, especially in the times that we are now, where basketball's always been a big thing, but the way basketball is played now is such a tremendous way that they put this show on, especially with the way the guys, like I said, the guys play now with the dribbling and the and putting the ball, but just the things that they do these days compared to the Harlem Globetrotter type of play on basketball. Not by no means am I down in the Harlem Globetrotters at all. I think the Harlem Globetrotters are awesome. I still go and see them every time they come close to Atlanta, because my son and I absolutely love them, and they are such a monument to our community for what they have done. But we are definitely excited about the N1 Ballers coming to Rockdale, and hopefully we can get DJ Scotty and Military Mike and Commissioner Nesbitt and the sheriff out there to play these guys, and hopefully I think that'd be quite a scene.
Well, I bought me a pair of New Balance sneakers, and I am ready. I've got a pair of shorts that come just above the knee, and they're neon green, and because you can picture that, if you go ahead and picture that. But you said one word, a show. It's going to be an exhibition game, and that just says it all. I told them about Nabo's Barbecue and the Italian Ice guy. DJ Scott is going to be on the Wheels of Steel on one end of the basketball court, and we've got DJ Easy on the other end of the basketball court. But what else would you like to add? And I also told people to make sure their cell phones are charged up, because it's going to be Selfie City that day.
It's going to be tons and tons of pictures, footage to take. As my uncle would say, make sure you bring your popcorn, because it's going to be a show. And that's definitely what we're looking forward to. There's going to be so much going on. Tons of people out there. If you are a fan of Commissioner Nesbitt, a fan of Just for Fun Radio, bring your cameras, take plenty of pictures and selfies. Make sure you post them to Facebook. We're on a selfie campaign, and we are definitely trying to do everything we can to post as many pictures constantly of what's going on in our community. You have to understand this show is free. This is not, and that's not the norm. These guys are coming out here to do this for Commissioner Nesbitt because they know what he's trying to do in the community to help bring the community together. And you're looking at a show that's generally anywhere between $15 and $20 and $25 a ticket to get there just to see. And now they're doing it for free out here, and I think that's going to be this is going to be an awesome event, and I'm glad that people don't understand how big of a community event this is. This is a tremendous community event. I mean, you got to think about it. You have all types of people from all across the community coming out, because something like basketball is something that is a community builder, and I think that is what is awesome, and I think that's what's things like this are going to bring our community together. I mean, here you go. You got Just for Fun Radio, and you have a whole nother organization that's coming out as well to be DJs out at this event, and I mean, that by itself shows the type of from one end to the other as it relates to who's going to be coming out to this event, and I think that's just awesome.
Well, I think you're right on the point, Mike. We live in a multi-community, and I think because this year is, when you do an inaugural event for the first time in a community that's never had something like this before, next year, Stephanie, Mike, I'm telling you, DJ Scotty, Coach, I'm telling you guys, next year, we're going to have more people knocking on our doors saying, listen, we want to participate. We want to be a vendor. We want to be a sponsor, because of the enormous crowd of people that's going to be out here. And they're going to want to market to this particular crowd of folks. Well, it's going to be a whole different layout next year. But we're bringing this to the community because we recognize that the young people are hungry for some good, fabulous fun, but families are also hungry for an opportunity to go out to some good family. And a lot of kids have never seen street ball. They've never seen street basketball, especially on this level of what you're going to see with AN1 basketball. This is just unbelievable. It's going to be a lot of excitement. But then there'll be a few other things that's going on at the park that same day. Even if you have little kids who just may not really be into basketball, we've got some other prizes and surprises going on for them. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a family fun event. I am just so proud that we've got Just for Fun Radio that's going to be out there. Are you bringing the big rig with you?
Well, that's what I need to find out about the
well, listen, I know what you're going to say. Don't say it. We got you. Bring the big rig.
Well, it's going to be loaded. I always take both because I never know.
Bring the rig out there because Mike has already said this is Commissioner Nesbitt sponsored event. So we're going to live right there on the edge and have fun. So you know what that means. Absolutely. If you read between the lines.
And look, I actually just shared the post again. I'm going to go back to where I can read it because I was trying to make sure Brad, one of our coach's corner, he is a sports fanatic. He'll love this. But I just put, this will be the wow factor at its fullest. I mean, this is, I've always wanted to see the Harlem Globetrotters. I've watched them on TV. I mean, back when it was Curly, back in those days.
Did you do the whistle?
Man.
I love that whistle.
I just wish I could. I grew up with that being what I loved.
The ball on the fingertip?
Oh, yeah, I tried that. I can't. I have white boy fingers. That stuff just doesn't work for me. I have fingernails or something that just mess it up. I can't understand it. And, back in my day, Doc Rivers was actually a neighbor to my grandmother, and he would come outside and shoot basketball with me. I had a lot of energy to burn off. So basketball was the thing to do. Well, and living where I lived in Lithonia, come on, everybody played, ball.
That's what I was about to say. And Mike just said it a moment ago. Basketball is one of those universal sports that brings everybody together.
That's right.
If you're playing in the NBA, the WNBA, or if you're playing in an overseas league, or if you're part of an AN1 basketball street ballers team, this is one particular sport that brings everybody.
That's right.
I mean, I think all of our sports do that. Baseball does it. Football does it. But here you're talking about neighborhood sports that really brings people together. So this is one of those opportunities that I think people just going to have to take advantage of. And I have been telling everybody, listen, get there early. Now, Mike, while you're still on the phone, tell us about the referees and what role the referees are going to be playing and that we got real bona fide referees that's going to be out here at this game.
You said the referees?
Yes, sir.
Well, the referees are going to be there to make sure that I guess people like Commissioner Nesbitt and the sheriff don't get too embarrassed. These guys are professionals at what they do. I was going to participate. I don't think I'll be able to participate. I'm going to be too busy doing other things as far as it relates to being a referee. But I think that the referees are definitely going to be there to make sure that the game goes on, especially once we get to the actual exhibition part of it, where we're going to have a local team that's going to participate against these N1 guys, just to kind of play a little ball, so that the kids get a chance to kind of see what's going on and how it's going to go down. But I am looking forward to it. I think these referees are even more excited than the guys that are playing in the game. So I'm definitely looking forward to a wonderful Sunday. We got it's gonna be stuff for everybody to do. I had people calling yesterday saying, "What time can I get there? What time can I get there?" I said, "Well, we're gonna kind of open up at 11 for people to get out and do some it's kind of going to be open coming out at 11." And they said, "Well, I kind of want to go out early so that I can be able to we kind of want to tailgate a little bit." Go ahead, that's fine. That's what we want. This is a all-day family event, and that's what we're looking forward to. We want it to be a family event, just kind of similar to the fish fry Commissioner Nesbitt had the other weekend. That was a family event. That's what we want. We want to continue to have these family events, keep the people in the community engaged, having them want to be a part of what we have going on. What we have going on in Rockdale is awesome. Just for Fun Radio is doing a great job of putting things out and being a part of the community. I just wish that I wish every news organization, every TV station, every newspaper, any media outlet would do the same things that people like Just for Fun are doing, and Commissioner Nesbitt, just being a part of the community and putting out great information, letting them know what's going on.
You're absolutely right. And don't leave out. We can't leave out Coach Marcus Sillett with SIBN Network Atlanta. They're going to be there. They were at the Fish Fry. They're going to be here as well. He's going to be doing some exclusive. He's got a staging area that's going to be set up this Sunday. He's going to be doing some exclusive interviewing. He's going to interview DJ Scotty before the beginning of the event. He's going to interview Mike Myers. He's going to talk with coach, the legendary coach right here with Conyers Court Kings, Eddie Highlight Gibson, which is a Rockdale legend. He's going to interview him. He's also going to interview Grady Jarrett, the young man from Rockdale High School that just got drafted with the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons. So SIBN News Atlanta is going to be on the scene doing their thing in conjunction with Just for Fun Radio and all of the other folks. So we do have, let's call it regional media coverage.
That's right. There should be enough of us to pump it across social media like it's nothing.
When I think, Coach, what can we expect coming from SIBN Network while we're talking about media and getting the word out?
Well, first it's going to be hot, so don't dress up. Dress down.
Yeah.
We don't want to be interviewing you and you have to have a makeup artist. And
I know, right?
Your forehead.
Like the shirt I have on, I wish Mike, he had ordered us these black ones, and now I'm like, man, I need a red one or something that's
or
not.
White ones,
yeah, something white. Yeah, because we're going to be standing out there sweating.
Well,
They're talking 90 degrees that
but
day.
You're going to have on your Just Fun Radio T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll have on a T-shirt and a cold rack.
It'd be nice. I'm not trying to draft DJ Scotty, but it'd be nice if somehow you could have a live feed out there. But anyway,
I've been trying to get that and scoped out.
But
today is just Tuesday. This is Town Topic Tuesday. But go ahead.
That's right.
But no, I mean, we're just gonna have some fun, do what we do, talking to the folks in the community, and really, as DJ says all the time, this is what we do. I mean, I have a new saying: we do it and we do it well. I mean, so when you come, be prepared to talk, ask some questions. We're gonna scout the crowd and get some feedback. But this is what we do. So if you're not used to coming out and having fun, if you're not used to the microphone being in your face, you're not used to the camera being in your face, you might as well get used to it because that's how we roll. That's all.
You're so right. And I got to give shouts out to our good friend Mike Myers, who is really the chief coordinator of this whole event. He is the guy that's the logistics guy out on the ground. He has a reputation and a resume of doing major events on a bigger scale than this, but I know that this event is going to really put us on the map here in Rockdale and Conyers. So hats off to Mike Myers. I'm putting him on the spot by saying this. Your cousin, that's right, Stephanie. He's your cousin, but he's done a wonderful job bringing all of this together. PJ Myers is going to be is the guy from iPilot. Let's talk about iPilot, and what iPilot stands for is I promise I'll land on top. I mean, this is a wonderful organization, a nonprofit group who are looking doing some semi-pro basketball right here in our own area. We've got a lot of talent. Everybody doesn't always make it to the NBAs or the WNBAs, or everybody doesn't always go overseas and play basketball. When you got an awesome, talented group of people right here in your own backyard, and you can start a semi-pro basketball team, you're going to be hearing more from PJ Myers. SIBN Network with Coach Marcus will be interviewing him as well over in the staging area this Sunday. A lot of stuff going on. Mike, tell us as you wrap up.
Commissioner, yeah, real quick, let me just say something about what you just said. Everybody doesn't make it to the NBA. You're absolutely right. But you know what? More importantly, everybody in the community can't afford to buy NBA tickets either. And when you're able to have the same level of basketball in your community where anybody can afford to go watch a game and watch professional players play, and they become a part of the community. These are the same guys they see at the grocery store. These are the same guys they see at the park or at Walmart. That means a lot to a community and to kids, and that can really grow a community. I don't want to backtrack to where we're from, but I could just think about growing up when I was younger, we had the Augusta Pirates in the city of Augusta, and later on they became the Augusta Green Jackets. And to be able to go to a baseball game that was a professional baseball game growing up, that was awesome to me. And these are the same guys that you could see, in the community and different places and stuff like that. I can remember having autographed baseball from all those guys, and that was major to me. And I think that something like that with Conyers bringing a semi-pro or I hate to say semi-pro, professional basketball team to the community.
Right.
That's what's awesome. that's awesome, and that's something that's going to build the community and make the community stronger.
Well, memories last a lifetime, and I think when parents come out and they bring their kids, this is one of those magical moments where kids are going to always remember going to this basketball, this show, this exhibition game, this event, and being a part of that. And they've had that time with their mom, their dad,
That's right.
their big brother, their uncle, or sister, whoever it is, they're coming out. So I'm telling you, we're going to make a lot of memories. Mike, so glad you called in. It's just a lot of excitement. Chances are we're going to be talking about this again probably. All this week, Just for Fun Radio is pumping this thing up like crazy.
Can I ask a question? And I know this is premature, but I just remember as a kid, Spud Webb. So remember Spud Webb.
Yes.
So with this being an exhibition, are we going to have like a segment before the games where we're going to have like 3-point contests? Who can shoot those? Who can slam?
I know that we're going to have some guys that are going to put on what I like to say is a dunk clinic, so to speak. So it won't be like a dunk contest, maybe more like I want to refer to it as a dunk clinic.
Because I remember watching them 3 shots, man, like it wasn't nothing. I mean,
they're looking forward to showing off some of their dunking.
Cool.
Their dunking skills, and I am looking forward. And let me just say this, without saying too much, and I'm looking forward to our special guest coming too. And I just think that everybody that's listening, if you get a chance, make sure you're out there. It'll be a surprise of a lifetime for some people, and I think that this event right here is going to be awesome. I look forward to it. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it. I want to thank the commissioner, Just for Fun Radio, for having me on and for being sponsors for this wonderful event that's going on this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mike. We really
thank y'all so much for having me on.
See you later.
See you Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, yeah, this is going to be neat. I sent Brad. I'm like, wait a minute. I hadn't even thought about Brad. I was like, oh, my God, I need Brad there. That's Coach's Corner. That's our guy that does our sports. I'm like, I got to have Brad there. And plus, he keeps sending me the pictures of him on almost the floor seats at the Hawk game. So if he's taking pictures of him at the Hawks, I want to see him there. He'll enjoy this. So
well, there you have it, folks. Lots going on this weekend. That's just one of several things that's going on throughout the community this weekend, and that's going to take place on Sunday.
Right.
We've had some already summer type weather to take place the last couple of weeks here. Got a little bit of rain coming into the week. As we make our way to Sunday, I've been watching the weather forecast. This event is going to happen no matter what, rain, shine, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But there's like a 30% chance on Sunday.
Yeah, I was checking it out
That's
too.
not enough to stop us from having this. We're going to do our thing. So listen, come on out and have a great time. Absolutely.
That's right.
We've got a board meeting this morning.
I was just asking if you got a boogie.
I got a board meeting
going on
this
at
morning.
9.
Well, it starts at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I've got some people going to be meeting me at 9 o'clock here in a little bit. But I just want to remind folks, so many people are beginning to listen to the show. We really do appreciate that. Your listening audience is growing by the numbers. I'm running into people all the time that say, hey, I heard you on Just for Fun Radio. We like it. We like what you're doing. We like what they're doing. And listen, we appreciate you listening. We never take our listeners for granted. We really do appreciate you listening out there, because you could be listening and tuning in to somebody else and tuning in to SIBN Network Atlanta. Coach Marcus, you had something on your mind.
No, I was going to say we're going to try to start doing some clips. So if you see a Just for Fun Radio clip, we want to ask you to share like crazy.
Wow.
Because we all, I think we had said this a couple weeks ago, we all have the power to make something grow. So if you realize that power, if you see a Just for Fun clip on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, share.
That's right.
Share. That's
and I'm trying to get more stickers made. I was actually in Panama City, and a bike buddy of mine who rode from here to there posted a picture of my sticker on his bike.
There you go.
And he said, look, because you didn't give me one, I had to build this off somebody's car.
Oh my goodness. Taser.
So,
ring the bell.
So he saw it on somebody's window and he peeled it off and put it on his bike.
You can prevent domestic violence by getting some more stickers made.
I've got to get some stickers made.
You can prevent
People,
domestic violence.
that's right. That's exactly right. I'm going to be like, really? Can you imagine the story of the guy walking out of the Walmart going, what are you doing in my car? I needed this sticker, man.
Oh my God.
And listen, I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
where the
also
one
say,
on my van went.
I want to say too that you guys out there that have small businesses and you want to sponsor media coverage, y'all contact DJ Scotty and let him know. Listen, I want to sponsor some of the video, newscasting, radio, whatever the case may be. Let DJ Scotty know that you want your business name on the footage. You want the billboard foot right there on the billboard of the video, or right there on the website, wherever we can put it. Few dollars. Doesn't matter. Every penny counts. Let DJ Scotty know.
Oh yeah, and I actually want to work with Coach here about where he's more video and I'm more radio. We need to blend some stuff together because I need video.
Well, that's exactly,
I just don't have time.
That's what he's doing, and I think that's part of him coming in.
Yeah.
And one other thing with Town Topic Tuesday, I want to make sure I point out. This is graduation season.
Oh, yes.
Let's not forget about the kids, the young people who graduated from Salem High School, Rockdale High School, and Heritage High School, and all of our graduates throughout. Let me just say this. Kids and parents, as you celebrate the major accomplishment of graduating from high school this upcoming weekend, please be careful. Don't drink and drive. Each year we see tragic stories about someone the day before graduation, the day of graduation, or the day after graduation. Someone has done something wild, stupid, and crazy. It involves drugs, alcohol, or speeding.
Don't celebrate beyond the fun.
Don't celebrate beyond the fun. So parents, it may seem like you're crashing the party, parents, but you got to be on point.
But you got to be the parent.
You got to be the parent.
And it would be a shame. It would be a shame to have gotten your child through 4 years of school.
Yeah.
To lose them to one night of celebration.
One night of stupid.
That would be bad.
You got to, and parents, what about these crazy parties that these parents are hosting at their houses?
Oh my gosh,
and they're allowing sex and alcohol and all this stuff to go down.
And then they can't understand why they're getting locked up.
Right.
Come on, lady.
We just can't have it.
That's
can't have it at all. Listen, my time is about to wrap up. Thanks for tuning in. Town Topic Tuesday. This is Commissioner Oz Nesbitt. Don't forget, if you want to talk to me or set up a face-to-face meeting with me, I want to give you Patty's number right now. Her number is 770-278-7012. That's Patty Pearson over in the Board of Commissioners office. She keeps my calendar, keeps me straight. Her number, once again, is 770-278-7012. I love to have you come into the office, talk to me about some of the things that's going on in your community. It could be a great thing. It could be a concern. It could be an issue. Or you just want to do a meet and greet, and I love to do that. Love to have you come in. Let's take a selfie together, baby. Absolutely. Listen, Selfie City. That's right. That's what's coming up this Sunday. But listen, continue to tune in right here at Just for Fun Radio. Keep it live and keep it real, because we're doing it all just for fun.
That's right. Everybody, look, this next song goes out to helping everybody. Remember, you can make a difference in the world. All you got to do is put forth the effort. So this next song will be pretty cool. We'll be right back after this ad.
How you doing, young lady? Good.
I'm gonna skip out this time, Scott, and try to get that clip.
I've got to run and go to the board meeting. They told me you come in today. Absolutely.
Hey, would you be interested in buying a Canon XR1?
Good.
Yep.
Good.
It's not widescreen, but it films awesome. Here, let me show you. I got a ton of money in it.
Text Friday, but you know we had that flag.
It is.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Work you and the real you. Absolutely.
That was crazy.
She's like it this you.
I get sweeter.
But that band was awesome. That came in Friday.
Oh, if that's right. Wow. I'm gonna live. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Link to that
Lauren.
Maybe I'll that.
She was Lauren.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you from Dublin?
You can send them to Marcus.
You may know. Yes.
Say that one more time. Okay.
Especially if they're going down 78. Where you at? I'm between.
Between what?
Where you at? I told you between.
Send me that.
Between what?
Okay.
How long was the show? About an hour and a half?
They were on.
I could just take the van.
Wow.
Just send that to me. You got to get there with
Okay.
Hey, brother. I appreciate you. Now listen, listen. I really want you to know what he's doing. He was doing his thing while he was here. I'm trying to get that correct. Yeah, because that's me. Y'all do what y'all got to do.
Yeah.
To pump each other.
That's what we need to do is start a cross because what I try to tell people is what he's doing ain't exactly what I'm doing, and that's the good thing is because I have somebody I had not you, but I had somebody else go. Well, what about that guy helping that one day? I'm like, well, he's not doing what I'm doing. It's not for everybody. And you're doing such great stuff with
How are you? Good. How are you?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was trying to send.
So you know,
He's gonna make.
So that's why I'm like, we gotta just start helping build. You got the access to video where I don't feel like I bought a camera.
When the band was on, when Chris,
do it.
Yeah, when they were on Friday, so I had to send them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm running, guys.
I'll tell you what though, y'all are the only people I get up this early for. You can ask him.
With the intent of all this stuff I was gonna do.
Bye.
And I never got
Hope
around
you
to
feel
it.
better.
And then I even bought all the cables. I bought the Bluetooth. I bought all the battery chargers. I got the quick charge. Everything.
Wasn't even nothing.
But I
Hey.
I've actually got it fixed.
And you're
so
gonna
that
play.
regular microphones, and you can adjust. So if
Because
somebody's
I
actually
don't guess you
talking,
saw when I
you're not
asked
picking up everything else. You're picking up just the microphone. So I
Because
bought
Scotty
all
likes
that.
to know a little bit ahead of time, like singer,
Oh, yeah.
guitar. And so,
And I'm like, I need to hit.
He's always
Got
just
that covered.
me. I'm not all fancy like Chris and Robert. I don't have my guitar player with a cool mustache.
He was freaking. They were awesome.
They
And he-
are hilarious.
And the first thing I said to him, I went and met him around Friday.
They're
So I
nothing.
said,
By the time you download
you are not who I envisioned to be playing.
Yeah, I play some shows with them. Like I hang out with them. They're some of my good friends. And we'll walk into shows, and people will give them that look, like, "Do you play rock and roll or do you play country?" Like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Yeah. But he was amazing on the guitar. He was awesome. I mean,
And I started
it's
using
so
the GoPro
funny
for a
that
couple
they
weeks,
did
but it had so much vibrate
I love that.
to it
It's
that
my favorite song.
I couldn't do
And
what
they
I needed to
did-
do
they
there
did
too.
I'll see you at the end of the week for that.
Yes, sir, man. I'll see you later on. You gonna be at that
Their
meeting?
song Nashville Street.
Thursday.
Like,
I got choir rehearsal.
Okay.
the,
Just
the-
holler
yeah,
if anything
it's
comes
the one
up.
about the girl, like
I
from
mean,
the girl's
thanks for
point of
coming in.
view,
Appreciate
like
it.
being on the
Yeah.
road. Like, love that song. Can't really listen to
Yeah, I
it
might
much
throw it in my
because
class
I'm like,
later.
oh my gosh.
Hey, throw that video. I put another song on, even though we won't listen to the whole thing, because I want to make sure that we get video like this, so that we have her good on camera.
Right. Yeah.
You're on it. I know.
Your toe.
But yeah, it was pretty good. And then Sunday, my phone goes off and it says Chris Hamrick. And I was in and out of service, so when I answered it, I just heard like crackling and everything.
Mhm.
And so I hung up and I called him back. And I told him, I left him a voicemail. Said that I just got his call, but I lost him. And if he needed me,
Mhm.
just give me a call back. So he sends me a text. He says, "I'm sorry, I butt dialed you."
That's a habit. Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, it's cool."
So I missed the video on Friday. What are you talking about?
I'll have to tell you later when I can't be heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that mic. I'm gonna put it on this one. He's just getting out of the camera.
It's video stuff.
You need sleep.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you gonna get Katie to sign in the happy thing?
The what?
Yeah, hang on. Do you hear this? If you did, you would be like, yeah.
What'd you do, fart?
No, touching that microphone, which is extremely loud.
Can we get that? Oh, I better not say that.
You still don't hear that? Oh, crap. That's the problem with too many buttons.
Yeah, I hear it now.
It should be
Where do you want
pretty
to go?
loud.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
loud.
know a
Okay.
few places around here, but I'm not familiar.
Is there any
If you
place
wanna
I
go
can
back-
get soup?
Soup?
That's the blue button. But I didn't think about it.
What do you know that's around it?
I know of a Chinese buffet, and I know of a can't.
Can't what?
Oh,
We're going to lunch.
I tried Chinese yesterday. Body don't like it anymore. I've been trying to eat healthier.
well, I had
Didn't like me after that.
sushi yesterday, and then the day before that I had Japanese, so I'm all Asianed out.
Okay, so no Chinese food.
I mean, I could go.
I
again.
like that. I'm all Asianed out.
No, you should have been with me when I was staying in Athens. Choo Choo's delivers until 4 in the morning, and it's Japanese food.
Oh God.
4 in the
Till
morning.
4 in the morning. Wow.
It's perfect.
So when you have a 3 a.m. hunkering,
When you have the munchies,
Hey, after a night out in Athens, you kind of need some.
after you
some
have the
choo-choos.
munchies,
somewhat.
Choo Choo's. That's what it's called.
Jeez.
And they have
Do they show
24-hour
up on-
cookie delivery and 24-hour cupcake delivery.
Hmm.
I'm glad.
I
we
guess
don't
for
live
a,
there.
a college town.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's perfect for finals.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm in school and I understand that.
Or if you're getting your inspiration off. Sorry.
Mm-mm-mm. So did he like that camera?
What?
Did Coach like that camera?
I can work that.
yes.
I can work the camera.
Cool.
What?
I can work the camera.
Yeah, but you're not around like you used to be.
Well, I'm sorry.
My problem.
I'm sorry
Hang
I don't
on.
take you dancing anymore, Scotty.
How many events have you been to?
None, actually.
Okay. So who's going to video these events for me?
You're right.
I'm not trying to pick. I'm being real. I bought the camera and I just don't have anybody to do it. And
I
what
just want to play.
what really sucks is I get home and then I have all the footage that I have to edit and I don't have time for it. So I just decided not to.
I just wanted to
All
play.
I'm saying is, Tyler, you better be there on June 20th
Oh,
because I'll be there.
yep. We might just go back to town and get lunch.
And we're back.
Live.
You like the inner
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Tyler,
Right.
you have been missing in action
Right.
so long that you don't even think about it
That's
anymore.
right. We're on the radio.
This is awesome.
I'm in
Wow.
Conyers. No. We have,
Wait, what is that? A jab at Conyers?
No, I was just saying.
I'm
That's what it
Conyers.
kind of sounded
That's what
like,
it sounded
didn't
like.
it?
No. I was.
It
referring
could be
to,
worse. You could be in Winder.
like, not knowing where I'm at.
I know. Keep going.
Or a moron from Monroe.
Hey, I'm not from Monroe anymore. I'm moved.
But I ain't any less.
I'm in Wander. Anyway,
Yeah, just go for it.
So weirdo from Winder.
we have a beautiful guest today
Oh,
in the radio station.
Kiss up.
Yeah, I know. I work with her. After
good best friend.
Miss Katie Wolf is in
Hi.
the studio. Everybody,
Good morning.
she brought a guitar. She might be singing a little bit later. She's
Yep.
just here hanging out,
Singing,
Singing. She's just a
And boy-
singing.
Boy, can she do it?
Oh,
Swinging or singing?
shucks.
Both singing and swinging.
I was just about
Well,
to say maybe both of it. Yeah. Tyler handled that all right.
So you're working on songs and all that, and
Yeah.
any news as far as the Katie Wolf brand?
No news that I can announce quite yet,
Uh-oh.
other than I'm working still on my first album, but I feel like I finally found like the sound that I wanted to stick with. Because I didn't
Cool.
want to release an album, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Where
When
you
I
were
was still-
finding yourself.
Yeah, like still in like a senior in high school, just out of high school, like bubblegum teeny bopper cookie cutter stuff because that's not me.
Teeny
Some
bop.
Taylor Swift.
Nothing's wrong with Taylor Swift. I'll jam out to her. I just don't want to have that kind of a brand associated with me for the rest of my career.
Yeah, like most females trying to get into the business.
Yeah. Like I want it to be 100% Katie from the get-go. So there's no change.
So, you play in bars and other stuff like that. You're fine.
Yeah, I do.
Explain for people out there who are trying, try to pick up some gigs. What does that entail? How do you get your foot in the door? How did you?
Well, I guess I'm really just starting to get my foot in the door with
Right.
the bigger venues, and what's really helped me is I'll just add other musicians on Facebook or through working in a restaurant that does live music. I'll meet a lot of people, and I don't go into it like I'm friends with Chris Hamrick and his band, and I didn't go into that like, oh hey, I'm gonna like be friends with them so that I can open up for them.
Right.
I was just like, hey, y'all are cool. Let's hang out. And I just sang, like Chris and I just wrote a duet together and we sang it on Saturday night. And I guess just kind of make your connections and make sure that the bar scene is really what you want to do, because I was not expecting how it really is.
Right.
Going into it. It's kind of scary.
Well, explain me what that means versus say a live venue at like for you and some other singers versus just you at a bar. How is that different?
Other than the set time, obviously,
Right.
and like the pay. The pay is a lot better when it's just you.
Right.
But for me, doing a 3-hour set isn't ideal because I tend to get sick after I do that.
Right.
And doing a 3-hour set means you're there for longer, more people will hear you. You have a lot more of a chance to network around.
Right.
Just stuff like that.
How many songs would you say you have to know? Because obviously you can't just pump out originals.
Yeah.
For a 3-hour set.
As much as I wish I had enough to do that.
Right.
That were performance ready.
How many songs would you have to know on guitar? Not just vocally, but also on guitar.
I'd like to say my set list has between 40 and 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just purely if people are like, oh hey, here, play this one.
So you got to be ready to not play everything. Obviously, you can say, well, I don't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to be prepared for the really popular songs, and then songs that you like doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's not easy to just pick it up and start. You gotta.
Yeah, no, I worked towards doing bars for like 4 years before I got booked anywhere because I just wasn't ready.
Right.
So.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, any further questions for our?
I think DJ.
Sorry, I was answering something. I'm
spaced out here.
Well, no. Listen, you try to call me out again, I'm gonna zap you. I'm actually for your redneck information, I'm dealing with the lady from Fox 5 about my speeding right now.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes.
We never even got to touch base on that.
Katie Basley from Fox 5 actually just said, send me your contact information and tell me what's going on. So they're actually wanting to come out here and do a story. She asked me, if you would like me to do a story about this, send me this info. So
cool.
I finally, after all these years, have found somebody that wants to come out here and do video of the school buses running 55 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone.
Right.
I mean, it's not like we haven't talked to
I know
all these other people.
So thanks for taking away from
Katie's
moment.
No,
While this Katie is getting talked to, you're ignoring this one.
Or would it be you that's ignoring this one?
I own a radio station and I have to run it. My co-host, though.
What?
I can't believe you step it up Monday through Friday. Tyler comes in here and you get slack.
Whatever.
Keep going. Y'all were doing just fine before you tried to call me out.
Well, because he was looking to you to.
But you also saw I was doing something.
To start.
But you also saw me doing something.
To start.
But you also saw me doing something.
All right. So, what songs are you gonna play for us today?
Well, I'll probably do Blank Pages, which is
Your single.
my single that's out right now.
Mhm. Is it where can people find it?
Right now, I have it available for free download on my SoundCloud, which I have a link to on my Facebook music page, which is Katie Wolf Music. If y'all haven't checked that out, so I'm hitting that one. And then I learned a new song a few days ago. I posted like a little clip of it on my Instagram, and it's by Kelsey Ballerini. And she hasn't released it like officially. She played it at the Bluebird Cafe and in a writer's round night. And I found it on YouTube and it like hit home. So I was like, oh, I've got to sing that. So I'll probably be doing that one, and it's called Lost and Found.
Okay.
So
Alright.
yeah.
You work with all these people. Is the community of singers? Are they?
Hey, get on that mic.
Is it a close?
There you go.
Excuse me, I'm on the radio. Is it a close knit? Are y'all? Is there tension? What's the air like in the bar singer?
Do you mean just with the people that I'm friends with,
Well,
or in general?
I mean,
because
I'm basically what I'm asking is there a community that you have to get into in order to get certain gigs, or
it helps a lot
Yeah.
to know other singers who play those venues, because I
You
got
need the inside scoop.
I got into playing at Top Dog where we work by the Daniel Lee Band, just pulling me up for a couple of songs.
Right.
And you know what's so funny is when that boy first started, he was like 14 working with me. And now
Yeah.
he acts like he don't know me. I'm like, really now? Really? I see how that cookie crumbles.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
It's just funny. It's just funny.
Yeah.
At least Jordan Rager still goes, hey, Scotty. Because Jordan started with me as too.
Yeah,
You know?
did y'all know he's playing up at the Ryman tonight
Mm-mm.
in Nashville for their Georgia music?
That's
night?
cool.
Him, John Langston, Travis Denning, and Cole Taylor are.
That's awesome.
With Cole Swindell and a bunch of other awesome people. So.
Do you have any events coming up yourself, or you just in a writing mood?
Well, right now I'm really this summer I think I'm really going to be focusing on writing and recording, but I am playing June 20th for the benefit.
What?
That's the one she said you better be at.
Oh.
She says June 20th, and you're just kind of like spacing it out. That just what it is the I'm not paying attention factor has fallen into place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are doing a charity on June 20th at the Social House in Porterdale for a young lady that is battling brain cancer, and she has to go to another state for a treatment. So that's June 20th. We actually today's Tuesday, so tomorrow night we're actually having a meeting about it tomorrow night. Tyler's like, okay.
Yep.
You've just been out of the just for fun loop.
Yeah.
Which I'm not ragging on you. You're trying to work, dude. You're trying to work.
I got deleted from the group chat.
No, the group chat just hasn't been put back in.
Nobody uses it anymore.
Well, I was going to say,
Sure.
Mike's been doing his thing, and you've been doing your
You know
thing.
what? I'm
And
gonna send you a message on the group chat.
you please do.
You won't like it.
Well, that's fine. At least it'd be used.
Gonna take it out for a spin every once in a
Take it
while.
out for kick the tires on that old thing. But yes, we'll go ahead and in just a few seconds get her set up to play and all. I already got a microphone set, so it's no big deal.
Real quick, other than
Yes.
that one, I'm doing the national anthem for the Decula Memorial Day Parade on the 25th, and then June 5th, I get to sing the national anthem at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Awesome.
Oh,
That's cool. That's real good.
I'm really
What's
excited.
going on at the Atlanta Motor Speedway on June 5th?
It'll
Racing?
be the
Bunch about.
You better start smiling.
the Friday night.
Look at you.
public
Tell how
drag.
mad she is because she
The
won't even
Friday
look
night
at me.
drag.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
cool.
I think it's like open to the public. You pay $20 to race.
Yeah, and
They race
anybody can drag race. They drag race
Mhm.
down in there on the pit
Yeah,
road.
and it's
So it's not actually a NASCAR race.
It's racing.
Scotty.
Did I say NASCAR?
So it's a
Did I say
but Not a
NASCAR?
lot of people know
Did
they
I
do
say
the
NASCAR?
Friday night
No,
lights
I
down
said
there.
they
or
were
Friday
racing.
night. The Friday night drag racing.
But it is an audition to sing at the NASCAR races. So fingers crossed.
That's awesome.
that it goes
That's-
well.
Mhm.
Yeah, hopefully it will.
It's the
Good
chair.
luck.
No pressure.
No,
You
it's
know,
not
it's
the
just
chair.
Like the
The chair.
song to sing.
No, it's
It's
not
that
chair.
side of the room.
Everyone
No.
sings it though. So I mean, there's
Nope.
been a lot of bad
I know.
national anthems.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of people forget the words.
Yeah, hopefully I don't do that.
Don't do that.
She
please.
won't do that. Come
she's,
on now.
she's a professional, guys. She's got this.
She's better than all that.
Thanks for the faith, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
you
there's no
are.
faith. You are. You're better than
You
all
don't
that.
need faith for it because we know it's going to happen the right way.
No.
It's like a machine. You know it's going to happen unless it's never mind.
Yeah, just stop talking.
An analogy, I guess.
Well, you got to be wrong now and then. Maybe.
Yeah. So, Steph,
How about them trees?
how are things in the swamp hole or whatever, wherever you
I
live?
don't live in a swamp hole.
Mud hole. Sorry. I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like y'all are just like monkey dance.
Really?
Wow.
If you're feeling that way, it's because of you.
So you get that here and at work.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm sitting here. Hey, this goes out to Steph. Just because I was making jokes about the chair.
What? Oh.
You don't like being picked on today. And I'm telling you, that lack of sleep, I feel like this is a Friday. And when she doesn't get her sleep on Thursday nights from trying to work with Joey, she comes in stale on Fridays.
I have from Kathy Bragg that even professionals forget the words.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Miss Kathy Bragg.
Hey, they showed some video
I'm gonna
footage.
try not to.
I think there was some video footage of Beyonce who was singing along with her background track,
I don't care. Beyonce's queen.
and she forgot the words to the song she was singing.
It doesn't matter if she's queen. She can do it. if she
Queen of
wants.
what?
She's just
Everything.
queen.
Everything. Scotty, you don't understand the love I have for Beyonce.
I mean,
Apparently,
She is the
I
only
don't.
female on this earth that could possibly make me change.
No, I mean the love he has for Beyonce is equivalent to my love for like Ed Sheeran.
Sure,
Which-
we'll go with that.
Is a lot.
These two. All right, give us a few minutes. We're going to shoot out to a song. And we'll be right. And that's how we do it over here. I'm going to get some commercials going.
And we're gonna come back and be a radio station.
Yes, and we'll yeah, that thing. So we'll be right back, and we're gonna have Katie singing along. We'll be right back. God, what am I doing? I don't know. We'll be right back.
That's premium radio. It's got right there. Whenever we show people what we're about. Yikes. You want me to move the camera?
Yeah, just angle it more that way. Sorry, I'm answering now that the Fox 5 people said they want to come by here and do an interview. What?
What?
Yes. You look.
Oh yeah, we need to get her up here. At least that much will be able to do. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I'm just trying to answer this while I got her attention.
They could probably come out with their own radar gun.
Yeah. Go. You go that way, more towards the corner of the table, so that you don't get any of that light. Take the stand to the end of the table. Just move that chair. You can push it over near the curtains, whatever you need to get out of the way.
You're hung up.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just didn't want that. See that curtain and all? That's just so much. Here, do this. That's your.
I'm fine with the other side. So,
Yeah.
And does she need one for her face?
No, that much.
This is for your face.
Yeah.
Mouth.
It's my face.
Mouth.
It's my face microphone.
That's her mouth microphone. I love that. That's for your face.
It's kind of what it feels like right now.
Too high. Too low.
Too high. There we go.
Like that. That's your face microphone. So look. And that's live on video.
Yeah.
I think
Roger
it's
Dodger.
the ugliest face I've made in a long
I don't know
time.
why you did it.
And this, you're still going to be in there if you want to sing along and do some kumbaya in the morning.
To the night.
All right, strum your guitar. All right, everybody.
Welcome to Just for Fun Radio.
And do a mic check one time. Like, give me a la-di-da.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Test 1, 2, test 1.
Give me a little bit of just a chorus line or something.
Stop replaying in my head.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. All righty. If you would like to introduce her, and that way, I'm gonna shoot this. You can see that video. So I was gonna say either be in or be out.
Okay, I'll be in.
Thank you.
Somehow.
I don't bite.
And I'm not going any further than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katie Wolf with her single Blank Pages.
Blank pages, nothing left to say. Well, I can write all I want, but you still went away. You'd think I'd get off the internet, stop waiting to see what you've read. Can't get you out my head what you've read. Playing back all that you said. every minute I spent with you. Stop making me feel like a fool for loving you. 'Cause I'll leave you and love you either way. I lose. You'd think by now I'd wish you wouldn't come around, but every Friday night there I am, waiting for you to walk in the door. I don't know how you leave me wanting more when you never even cared for me. Well, that's plain to see. Stop replaying in my head and stop making me regret every minute I spent with you. Stop making me feel like a fool for loving you. 'Cause I'll leave you and love you either way. I lose. Go run along now. I'm so gone now. Yeah, you know I saw you with her, leaving me at home all on my own. You know I really got to thinking. Stop replaying in my head and stop making me regret every minute I spent with you. Stop making me feel like a fool for loving you. 'Cause I'll leave you and love you either way. I lose.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That is good stuff. That's good stuff. Now we can take a break. You can do a second song if you'd like.
Sweet.
Sweet to which one?
Second song.
Okay, go right ahead. I just figured because the camera's set up, we'll go ahead and run a second if you want to.
I don't remember the
Okay.
You
this-
what? Yeah, she got it. She got it.
This is Lost and Found by Kelsey Ballerini. You can check it out on YouTube of her her Bluebird Cafe performance. I stopped going to church on Sunday, and Daddy says I'm so far gone. And like a cigarette to an ashtray, burning me out didn't take very long. I wanted to feel freedom. Now all I'm feeling is lost. But the Bible says it's never too late to come back home. It doesn't matter where you've been, it matters where you are. Yeah, I've done damage, took advantage and roamed around, but you gotta be lost to ever be found. So I took my pride and I laid it down by my knees. I said, God, I know you're busy, but do you still love the least of these? And with a voice like thunder, I heard him say to me, it's never too late to come back home. It doesn't matter where you've been, it matters where you are. Yeah, I've done damage, took advantage and roamed around, but you gotta be lost to ever be found. Cause it's never too late to come back home. It doesn't matter where you've been, it matters where you are. Yeah, I've done damage, took advantage and roamed around, but you gotta be lost to ever be found. I stopped going to church on Sunday. Daddy says I'm so far gone.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Very, very awesome job.
Wow.
Thanks.
Now, aren't you proud of yourself for helping get her in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If I'm remembering correctly,
Yeah,
I got
she got
him in
there.
here.
I was waiting for that.
So
I was
No,
waiting for that.
I'm not letting him take the credit for
I
this.
was gonna let it
I
happen.
thought, how funny is this? She's just going to sit back and let that get talked about.
I was like, all right, Katie, fine. That's fine with me.
That's right.
I'll do that.
All right. Well, if you want to do a third, we can do a third. If not, we'll go to a commercial and shoot camera and stuff back to where it was.
You want to do
I
a
think we
third?
can just go to a commercial.
You want to go to a commercial? All right. Everybody give us just a few minutes and we'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning.
Good job.
Thank you.
That hurt you right there?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, where is Mike?
He's not,
What?
he's not here then.
Well, obviously.
He'll be here tomorrow.
Oh.
I think he's the babysitter.
Did y'all see what he just posted?
Who?
Mike.
Uh-oh.
He goes, if I was 20 years younger, I'd still be too old.
Oh
Loving
my
me
God.
some Katie Wolf.
Oh my gosh.
Mike, you're so wrong.
Mike, go look at her picture she posted yesterday in her little bunny shoes, and then think about the message that you just sent.
They're pigs.
Whatever, they're little house slippers. They're cute.
Yeah, they're
That's-
comfy.
That's the point. Yeah, but Mike's gonna think about it when he looks at them now. Hey, Steph, do me a favor and snatch that chair back, please.
I think Tyler was there when I bought them.
Was I?
Yeah, when I moved in with y'all for
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
a
Thank you.
month or whatever.
A lot of stuff happened when that happened.
Yeah.
I don't remember much.
You don't remember much?
I dragged you to Walmart because I wanted slippers because the cat chewed mine.
Oh, that's right.
We're at 9:35. I literally have to haul butt as soon as the show's over. I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30. So I hate to rush everybody else. Steph might have to.
We got to go to lunch. So.
Well, Steph's got to stay anyways. You're still going to stay, watch the baby? I just thought about that. Yeah, my day's running blur right now. You can, or just leave them put up. It don't matter. If you can, that'd be terrific. But, well, you probably won't be able to because you have the baby. In other words, you'll be dealing with the baby and then dealing with the dogs. They'll be okay. We're only going to be gone hopefully like an hour. Blood tests come back crazy. Literally.
Bless you.
Or is this another fault?
I don't know. That's the problem is
What?
it comes back with the something looks abnormal. And then what they're going to do is make me run up there. They've already made me freak out. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm not freaking out until I get back from out of town. It's stupid to freak me out over something stupid. Pardon me.
Because we hired like two hostesses. Oh, then I won't see you.
And all you poor viewers who watch the YouTube have no idea until you watch this. It's like a lot of behind the scenes. You get to see the cameras get moved, the microphones get moved, but people want to see it. Steph, we need to get you some heroin.
Someone's an art form.
It'd take away the pain. Opium. Opium takes away the pain. That's what they used in the cowboy days.
I got medicine at home that takes away.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had some opium. I was going to be like, don't say that. The cameras are rolling.
That's why I was in bed last night at 7:30.
We need to kidney punch you.
You got some medicine at home?
We're going to we'll knock the rock loose.
I don't think it's a kidney stone. Should be. If it was a kidney stone, you'd be in a lot more pain.
You have no idea, Tyler.
So what can we do to help? Can I push you down some steps? I know when my back hurt one time, I fell down some steps and I felt better. It twisted my ankle, but my back felt 10 times better.
Maybe it's just gas. Maybe you're gassy.
No, gas is gone away by now.
What if it's a lot of gas?
Just fart stuff.
The sushi didn't help.
I didn't eat sushi.
Oh,
Tyler ate sushi.
That was me.
all right. And we're back. We're down to our last 25 minutes. I believe that this next 20 minutes will probably be kind of kooky, crazy, funny.
Don't put that on there because now it's not. Now we're going to try too hard.
Dude, I've been watching you try hard all day long. I should have gave you a blue pill.
Wow.
Tyler has lost his twilightness.
Yeah, I know. I went to Helen, Georgia, which is a beautiful
I
city.
thought you were just going to say you've been to hell.
I've been to Helen back. No, but I went to Helen and then I went to the Renaissance Festival in I hope I'm saying it right. Fairburn.
Fairburn.
Yeah. Philip had went this last weekend.
That's where I went. That's when I went. Saturday.
Please tell me you didn't try on a Corsica.
No, I didn't.
You started smiling like you did. I was
No,
like, did he
But
really?
there was in Helen. There was this like old timey photo thing, and I had the choice, Scotty, to dress up as a cowboy, or
Oh gosh.
a Miss Kitty, as they would.
And which choice did you
I
take?
chose. I didn't have a choice really, but
Which one did you end up with?
there were choices where men were in Miss Kitty outfits.
So
okay?
where did you end up?
The lady went ahead and said, "All right, cowboy, let's get your clothes on."
Okay, so
I was
we
like,
just went
"All right,
Brokeback Mountain.
I guess I'm cowboy. No, seriously, when I put on a cowboy outfit, it looks like I should be in that movie.
So it is Brokeback Mountain then.
That's
Yeah.
like a flashback to Halloween last year at work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
It does
a-
look
I
like
was a
you should
cowboy
be in
for
that movie.
Halloween.
Wow. Hey, look, man. Everybody's different.
Hey, I look good in flannel. I'm
Hey,
just
I
saying.
got a question. No, I don't know if it's too late. It's 9:39. I might not be able to ask that question. Dang it, man.
Is it?
It was a question I wanted to ask you because you would be the one to laugh about it. When are you coming back?
I'm tomorrow.
You coming back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me tomorrow in the 7 o'clock hour.
So if
that
you want to hear,
it's racy.
just for fun radio race.
It's racy, and I got to be
Racy.
careful saying it, but it's a question I can only ask before
Gotta
8
get up a
8
little
a.m.
extra early to hear this one, guys.
And what do we got going on tomorrow? You were trying to tell me
We had
yesterday.
Will coming in tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
And I wanted him to be able to talk about what he was.
Well, if it's just
bringing in.
Tyler, he'll be.
Well, Mike is. supposed to
Oh
be-
crap! Yeah. Everybody would be confrontational. It'd be too not confrontational. It'd be too much talking. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I can shut up, Scotty.
I'm just saying.
Really? You can?
So yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss this because it's racy. It's a question.
Oh.
Yeah. So Steph, what do you got going over there?
Nothing.
If you keep hurting like this, you ain't. What are you? You're going to end up staying home tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll probably just get Will to come another day and stay home.
Cause you're
'Cause
just
I'm hurting.
you're hurting. It's in your eyes.
Yeah.
Can I give you some electrical shock therapy?
Nope.
It'll free it up.
Actually, that's how they get rid of kidney stones. Is they
Let
Yeah, I
me
know, they
let
zap
me
it.
help you. Help me to help
well,
you.
They zap it with sound.
Mm-mm.
With all,
I can go take.
Yeah, I know
I
my uncle had to have it done.
we can use this voltage, or I can just go get some 220.
Mm-mm.
clear.
It'll help. I promise.
You dance like you never danced before. I guarantee it.
No,
No.
no, I'm not getting zapped in my kidney with it hurting the way it is.
I ain't
already.
gonna zap you in your kidney.
You just said.
I was gonna zap you on your butt.
We're gonna zap you on the skin above the kidney. We're not gonna go.
I'll go
inside
for the
you.
toe.
That would
It's
be kinda gross.
still gonna work.
No.
If I get you to go lean against the dryer where your kidney's leaning on the metal, then I could zap you on your left finger. It will travel through and come out where the kidney is. It's bound to free something up.
Just go to a Vegas hotel.
We'll put you some Depends on too in case it frees that up.
No, just go to a Vegas hotel and then go to sleep, and you'll wake up in
That's right.
in a tub full of ice.
You won't even have to
You
worry
won't
about
even
kidney stones anymore.
free kidney transplant right there.
Did you hear where they're showing a country? It's supposed to be on 2020 or Dateline this week. There's a country where everybody's like just selling kidneys. It's just not even black market. They're just selling them. Like one dude is fixing to sell his kidney, and he said that his mom, his dad, his wife, and his sister-in-law all have sold a kidney.
Could be India.
It's something like that.
Because India,
It's
I
on the
know-
news.
I know if you, especially Steph and Katie, if you go out on the street in India, they'll cut your hair off right there. They will literally cut your
And
hair.
not for cancer.
Nope, for weaves. That's where weaves are made. Yep.
So I'm
Good weeds.
never buying extensions ever
so
again.
that explains all the Sinead
Just
O'Connor
saying.
lookalikes over there.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
That makes me
that's
kind
what
of sad.
happens.
Again, what conversation did I have
Well,
yesterday?
well-
I am not leaving the United States.
Well, over there,
Y'all
women-
can kiss my ace. I ain't leaving.
Women are treated as objects.
But we were
Well-
talking about all these people that get on the boat and they want to go to Mexico, where the laws are not the same.
Mm-mm.
You want to go to the Bahamas, you want to go to Jamaica, you want to get on a boat and go somewhere where you don't have rights. People go, "Oh, you still got your rights." Whatever, you got a limited amount of rights. Just for fun. What can I help you with? You're already whispering. So what do you want?
Well, you guys, I don't really want to throw off topic, but it's odd news. It's close to home news. It's kind of scary with everything that's been happening around.
Oh my God, are you going to talk about that picture of you in a bathing suit yesterday? Because you're right. It was off topic. It was kind of scary news, and it's all over the internet. You're right.
Yeah, well, that was part of it, but the other part of it,
Your sister-in-law's
What's,
looking kind of hot, though.
oh no, she's not. She's looking too much like her mama now.
Not in the
But I didn't
picture
know
I
that.
saw.
Those were taken last year. You ought to see her now.
Oh, no
But
thanks.
that's off topic.
That's off topic. Squirrel. Keep going.
Anyways, there's have you guys heard of Greene County? It's out towards
Yes.
Eatonton.
Yes.
Eatonton.
That's where my grandfather had a house, and him and my uncle both got locked up and put in the chain cane due to getting in a fight at a pool hall. My uncle cut a guy from his armpit to his wrist. It took 172 stitches.
Dang.
These characters didn't like the fact that they lost in a pool game, and they pulled out a buck knife. And my grandfather and uncle pulled out knives, and they ended up cutting a guy up. And my uncle and grandfather spent 8 years in Milledgeville State Pen.
Wow.
They cut the guy
But,
up. He looked like a pincushion when they got done with him. Just saying.
Yesterday, Stephanie read to me that out in Greene County, they didn't say the name or anything like that. They just said that there was a black male found hanging from a tree in Greene County.
That is not
Saw
surprising.
that on the news.
No offense. I don't mean to be judgmental. I don't mean to be. That's not surprising because Greene County has always been a little out there. I'm telling you, I was 10 years old when this happened.
Yeah,
They are backwoods.
Yes, they are. I have to ride through there to go to Eatonton sometimes, and
Yep.
it is very backwoods.
Very, very backwoods.
It's a little too close to home.
Oh, yeah.
Because, that's not far from Social Circle down I-20.
That's right. That's where we used to go. We used to hunt and fish, everything down there. My grandfather had 12 acres that was attached to some other relatives' property. So there was just tons of hunting that we used to do down there. But from age 8 to like 12, my grandfather's house was out there. But he once he was in the chain gang, he went ahead and sold it. He had court costs he had to pay for. Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And I don't know. I haven't found much info else on it because it was one of those, this is what they don't want you to see type news still.
Oh, yeah. They don't want you to know. I mean, look, in 1980s when all this took place, and because the police had let so much go on for so long back then, that when this took place, they tried to hide it because it wasn't nothing back then. It looked like something out of a movie. If you were to reach for the beer the wrong way, a dude pull a knife on you. And that's then. I mean, I'm sure it can't be that much better now. Apparently not.
Most
if you just
definitely not.
found somebody hanging from a tree.
I just thought it was bizarre because, I mean, you see all this stuff happening everywhere else, the rioting, crazy stuff with the officers.
Right.
And nothing's really happened here in Atlanta. Yeah, they riot a little bit, but Atlanta PD's got everybody under control around here. But when I seen that, I was like, wow, this is not where I want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to live there. Like, years ago, something got said about the deed to the grandfather's property and all this other stuff. And would I want to try to go get involved with it? And I'm like, I don't want to live there. Sorry.
No.
I mean, if I could sell it, but I don't want to live there. Yeah.
Yeah, who would you sell it to?
I don't. Anybody else
All
want to
right.
live there?
I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to run that by you guys and put that up.
Yeah, I don't even want to make
So,
a
like I
joke
said-
about it. You know what I mean? I mean, like I was fixing
No,
to make
it's
a funny,
definitely
but
not
I
a
don't even
joke.
want to make a
No.
funny.
No, because actually I want to get more detail into it to see really what happened and if they found anybody to see if it's what it's related to.
Yeah, let me know if you do find anything. Let me know what you figure out.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, man. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right,
See ya.
bye. Yeah, that's just very odd. Like I just don't even go into Greene County.
It's sad where race relations are going in this country.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it was horrible then. It's horrible now.
But it's socially this country.
Well,
is
I
sick.
also hate how some people in higher power have twisted stuff for whatever
money,
whatever
It's
background reason they think they have.
greed.
Why has a lot of the things happened that has? I don't know. It is what it is.
It's just I don't even know if it can be fixed. It's so deeply rooted in our society today.
The problem is racism is never going to die as long as the people that are stirring the pot keep stirring the pot.
Right.
That's the problem. As long as you keep stirring the pot, I mean, come on. If I reminded Steph every day of something she did wrong 2 years ago, we would always be aggravated over it.
Right.
If she reminded Travis of something he did 5 years ago every day, it would always be an issue.
Right.
I mean, it's if I yelled at my kids every day, you left the refrigerator open 3 days ago. Come on. It still wouldn't get closed.
But it's one of those things where you can't. There's some things you can't just let go, and I get that. But eventually, there just has to be a time where we have to get over it. And
I understand.
And
Touch a penis one time, you get labeled gay. I'm just saying, it's so many stereotypes that are being pushed out across America right now, and it's just not fair. And Andy Cagle said he only did it one time and he didn't like it.
I don't think that qualifies. You know what? I'm gonna skip that one.
That's a whole new subject for a
jump-
different day.
He only did it that one time for gas money. He was
Oh my
stuck in
God.
Thailand and he needed to get back to the boat.
Oh well, nobody's gonna hear about that.
You know, anything's possible in Bangkok. Steph ain't saying nothing.
Yeah,
That
they
was
made
him.
a movie about it.
What?
Bangkok,
Well, how'd they make a movie about it?
The Hangover.
I know. I wanted to hear you
Oh.
explain it because if I'm not getting your joke, other people listening might not either.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I mean, I knew what movie, but I didn't know if she knew what movie.
Of course, I knew what movie, or I wouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, but you were losing us though, because like I said, if we didn't get it, the other people know. That's why I was making sure this morning when Oz brought up the thing that was happening in the news, whether I've heard about it or not, doesn't mean other people have. So if we're gonna discuss it, we gotta discuss it enough that people would understand. I mean, it's like JD. We didn't have a clue that happened. Thank God. I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
I
to say
saw
thank
briefly
God,
on
but
No.
I saw briefly.
that's
on the
just
news.
horrible, man.
Yeah.
Like, what year are we living in? What
We're living in
backwoods?
2015.
I know, but the
They're living
backwoods-
in like 17
God,
whatever.
people are idiots.
It's just they're a lot.
So
of
how about I
people
had
need to
a-
be educated?
So we were
That's-
getting ready to
that's
go
it.
to Relay for Life, and I had to deal with this black woman over the phone who's 10 or so. No, she's probably like 7, 8 years older than me. You met her the other night, Jennifer.
Yes.
And we were just talking about how people keep racism alive. And I had made the comment, I said, the thing that drives me nuts is when I hear all these people talk about the white man, and I'm like, she made the comment that really started it up when she said somebody was talking to her like she was, now that I'm trying to think of all the biblical names, a Hebrew or something like that, the way she said it. And I had just got finished watching the latest movie about Moses. And I said, you know, that brings up the fact that when people want to start talking about the slaves, and then she brought it up as well, the people who built the pyramids were slaves. They were almost white. They were black. They were yellow. The Egyptians didn't care what color you were. You were black and blue by the end of the day because they were beating you.
Right.
They just wanted somebody to build their pyramids. They didn't care who you were. They didn't care if you were not Egyptian, you were a slave. If you were not one of theirs, you were a slave.
Even if you were one of theirs,
And you were, yes. And if you look back, that was how many of thousands of years ago? That's way before the Mayflower was built.
about 2000.
So it just blows my mind when people start pointing out stuff. And I'm like, if you're going to point it out, go back to the beginning.
Right.
There was slaves a long time before the white man had a slave.
Right. But in this country, that's the only time it's existed.
It's just stupid. There's a world that was created.
And it just, we need to.
And before we as a nation became a nation, there was already a world. And before any of the Indians were ran off their property, there was already slaves over in Africa that were nothing to do with the white folks.
Right.
It's just horrible. It's horrible that that's all people see is color.
Yep.
Color!
Slavery is wrong no matter what kind it is.
That's right. Oh, yeah. So we're 9:53. Anything we want to wrap up on?
I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Mike will be here tomorrow.
Steph
I'll be
may take a
sleeping
day
tomorrow
off
morning.
because Steph needs some rest, apparently.
And I'm gonna reschedule. Will.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Okay.
said I'll be
Figure
sleeping.
out the kidney thing. What do we need to do? Is there any old time recipe?
Because while it's just sitting there and not moving, it's just gonna be an ache.
Are you sure it's a kidney stone though?
Not positive.
Not positive.
Have you seen a doctor?
I've seen close enough to a doctor. I've seen my mother, who is a nurse.
So what can be done?
Just drinking lots of fluids, lots of water,
And
stuff.
hope what? I don't
Yeah,
know anything
hope-
about them.
Hope that it'll pass.
Oh, it'll hurt, by the way.
So the water, all
Oh,
you're
I know.
what you're gonna flush it? Is that what that is? Is flushing it
It's
out?
gotta move.
Yeah, that's you. That's how you've got to get it out, unless they zap it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know. Thank God I drink plenty of fluids because I don't know nothing about a kidney stone. I know so many people even younger than me. I don't even want to say my age. So many cats I know that that have dealt with that, and I'm just like, why? I don't know. I guess because I haven't had that problem, but I've had other problems that other people don't have. So it is what it is.
Right.
All right, y'all. We're 9:55. I'm gonna close this puppy down only because I gotta hurry. I gotta get to the doctor's office. I got a free Suge Knight. Just got that. What?
Free Suge Knight.
Free Suge. There's a free Suge Knight movement here on this radio station.
Oh Lord.
Do you not? Where have you been? You don't even listen to the show.
No, I was here when we talked about Suge Knight.
Okay,
when we
so
saw
then,
the video.
So then why do you act like you don't know nothing about it?
But why are we freeing Suge Knight?
Because you would have done the same thing.
You're right. Thank you to Miss Katie Wolf.
If you was at the gay pride parade and you was in a golf cart, you would have run over somebody.
Click the number 1.
You would have been like, "Ba-doop, ba-doop," and then you'd have been like, eh, eh.
Thank you to Miss Katie Wolf for coming into the studio and singing us her lovely songs.
Yes, you did terrific, by the way. Thanks for coming
guys.
in. And you know, as usual, anytime you want to come in, if you got a free moment, all you got to do is just say, "Hey, I want to come hang out." You don't even have to sing. You can just come hang out and
Sweet.
and advertise your brand and tell people where you've been, where you're going, what your plans are.
All right.
About your piggy slip-on shoes.
They're comfy, okay?
I'm not picking
it's
on
better
you.
than
I'm
the
saying,
penguin feet ones that I have. I got those at the aquarium
why don't you post those?
because they're more embarrassing.
Because creeps like you will look at
Post
Yeah.
them. Post your penguins.
They're literally like penguin feet.
that sounds
That
sadistic.
sounds really
Post
bad.
your penguins. Just for fun.
Hey, free Suge Knight.
Free Suge Knight. Don't you think Katie should post her penguins?
Stop.
Yeah.
Mike is salivating right now.
Mike's got a dirty mind. I'm thinking about some penguin slip-on shoes, and I have no idea what Mike would be
I
thinking
really
about.
hope your parents aren't listening.
That's
to
all
this.
I'm saying.
I think they are.
Oh,
All right, we'll
I'm
see you later,
sorry.
Jacob. We're getting out of here.
I got a good
All
one.
right, bye-bye.
Peace out.
So, set the penguins free.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Free the penguins.
Oh, wait, no, even worse. My brother's listening.
Oh.
Now there'll be pictures of your brother running around wearing the penguin feet.
His feet are too big.
I'm sure he can squeeze them in there. As much as the TV show Gotham's going on, I think it'd be really funny. You could put your heels together and kind of walk, kind of. Sorry, I just think it'd be funny.
So you have
The wolf and penguin feet. I'm just saying.
All right, thank you, Katie, for coming in.
Thank
She's
you for
like, I'm not
having
coming
me."
in for 6 months.
And
She's
I'm
embarrassed
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry.
All right, everybody. It's just fun in the morning. We're going to get out of here. We will see y'all later on. Everybody have a great, terrific, amazing day. Don't do anything I would do. Stay away from Mike because he'll get you in trouble. Anybody else?
Bye, y'all.
I want to point out something you said.
Okay. Am I nervous about this?
No, I just thought it was a good quote.
Okay.
Whenever you complain about your shoes, just think about the guy with no feet.
That's right. Everybody needs to always remember that. Always. I mean, when you start looking at everything, there's a lot of stuff out there in this world, and there's a lot of people suffering of a lot of different things. And, when you start thinking how bad it is that, man, I don't know. Okay, how about this? Okay, I don't know how I'm going to make my car payment, but I'm going to go drink a beer at this bar tonight. And then you drive past the guy walking to the store because he don't even have a car. That's the kind of things people need to think about.
Right.
I tell everybody all the time, I'm one lucky SOB. I am very, very lucky. I am where I am. A lot of hard work's gone into what I'm doing. A lot of people want to think that I just woke up as this guy. I mean, I've got some people that have been friends of mine for years, and now all of a sudden they're my haters. And I'm like, you want to be a hater on me now, but you were buddies with me when I started doing what I do. Like, you thought it was cool to be on stage and do the bike games and hang out with me. And now all of a sudden you want to be a hater because you think I've gotten bigger than where you're at. Well, I can't help that I'm growing and you're staying where you're at. If you don't want to be where you're at, you need to have ambition and drive to be better, be stronger, grow, have more. My ambition, I've got a very wide angle lens on where I plan on going. I see everything I want to have and where I want to be. And I don't want to stay limited to just what's in front of me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, I joke all the time. I know where I want to be. I know what roads I want to be on. I just don't know how to get there. So I'm just following my dream until I get where I want to be. And I don't know if where I want to be is ever going to be enough. I still want more and more and more. Let's just go big, go home.
All right.
And I'm big and at home, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're out of here. Have a great day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye.
Deuces.
Wave, Steph. Bye. Bye.
Deuces.
Bye, guys.
Wave again, Steph. Dang it. She just ain't having it today. I want to unlodge that for you. She ain't having it. Everybody, see y'all later.